air that I breathe.
Do you know your vows already?
I have a feeling of what it is I want to feel. And like the kind of thing, some of the things that I want to feel that will express my partner. Because I kiss many frogs to get here. So I will be letting you know that.
Are you going to freestyle?
What is
a pen game.
As a freestyle rap or freestyle
spoken word thing? Not like at a tempo, not like
I said,
not like a 140 BPM
imagine?
thing. That's not cute.
When I said freestyle, I don't mean actually rap.
It means
I'm
from the
talking
heart.
about, are you going to script your stuff or are you going to wing it?
You know me, boy. I've done eulogies at funerals in front of hundreds of people. You think I knew what I was going to say before I went on that stage? And smoked it. I'm the freestyle. This is my story, man.
You're the type to drop
No,
my
but then again, man, wedding day? I don't think she's gonna appreciate it.
No, people do, you know.
Like, even if I killed it, do you think she's gonna appreciate it if I freestyled it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think freestyle's better than bringing out a piece of paper, folded 10 ways.
What is that thing called?
Bare lines.
Origami.
There you go. Nah.
But you can memorize it, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Stage fright. Now you're forgetting. Because people are nervous on their wedding day, you know.
But to be fair, because I do the public speaking and I know it's coming up, I always have an idea of where I'm going, if that makes sense. I never do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So even in that, I would sit in the love. You get me?
Yeah.
And I would know what kind of feelings that I want to convey and them kind of things, and then just go for it. You get me?
I hear you.
Yeah, maybe.
I would appreciate something from the heart there. Like, you don't have to write it down. But if you write it down, I'll be honest, yeah. This is the thing. If you write it down, it better be the best thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
It better be better than your proposal speech.
Yeah.
You can't write it down and it's just the basics.
Proposal speech.
Yeah, you can't just propose and just say, hey.
No, you propose, but you don't. Do people give a long speech during the proposals?
It's not long, but it's like
You make
lines.
You make a statement, surely.
You make
Yeah, statements, not a speech. A statement's like one or two lines.
No. I didn't do
No.
that. No.
Will you marry me?
Excuse me, that's it, one or two lines.
That's what you're going with to engagement. Oh, she might say
Nah.
no. She might say
I
no.
didn't even tell you what I said.
No, but you just
No,
said
but you're saying
they're
two
your
lines. Da 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 da. Will you marry me? Like what?
No.
You got to set it up. You got to
No.
do the whole setup.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm
Innit?
saying it's not going to be a long speech. It's going to be, obviously, the key phrase here is, will you marry me? Of
Yeah.
course. But there's going to be a few things after that as well. But I'm saying it's not a long, drawn out.
No, will you marry me is the mic drop. So the speech
Okay,
comes.
cool. Okay,
yeah,
cool. Either way, those bars will be in there. What I'm saying is,
There's certain points that you got to hit in this. Like I was lost, but now I'm
Bro,
found.
you got to hit
like,
that heartstring.
there's certain points that you got to hit home.
I'll be honest. I've never thought about an engagement speech before.
Really?
This is the first time. So this is
Oh,
all
no,
news. This is all news to me.
It's where it's lit. It's where
Look,
it's
when you
at.
break, look, you know we've been doing this for a long time now,
Oh,
and like you've got to.
you got to build it up. And then
No,
like,
I get you. I'm not looking at it as a speech though.
is this a speech?
Okay, cool. Maybe I'm just using semantics with the word speech in it.
Yeah.
To me, it's not going to be long and drawn out. It's going to be
Okay, yeah, I get you.
a nice couple lines of, you know what I mean? But the speech at the
couple
wedding
lines,
day,
couple lines don't sound right to me.
Couple lines ain't right.
couple lines ain't right.
That
Yeah.
sounds like you're gonna be able to get your shit off enough in a couple lines. Couple lines.
You don't think so?
So,
A few lines,
you should
3
try
lines.
me. Watch.
But
Watch
but
this.
the speech might go on for a little bit.
No, it doesn't have to.
You know what I mean, cling, 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 cling.
That doesn't have to go for
Obviously,
too
you
long.
thank the guests, and you know what I mean. First, then you get into your bag during the wedding day. You know what I mean? In the wedding day, you might be up there for about 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Actually, I suppose it's how we met, all that kind of
You know
crap.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But an engagement speech.
No, because I need to know why you want to be engaged to me. I want to know that you want to do life together. I want to know that if you can't imagine not doing life without me, like, you need to hit all those points.
Yeah, but
so many points you got to hit.
It won't
You
take
so
long.
many.
It won't take long. I mean, 40 seconds, man. We're out of here.
Oh god.
I'm so done. How many say good morning to the people? Morning, people.
Wait a minute. Yusuf, you need to change your mind before you propose.
What do you mean?
Your mind needs to change before you propose.
About what?
Because that engagement speech is going to be, like, it's never forgotten. That's going to be the most important day in her life. After wedding day.
Yeah.
After wedding day. Because it's just you and her with the engagement stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And you're going to give her the waviest ring. Sometimes even better than the wedding ring.
But I'm not saying my 3 lines.
No, it is
ain't
always
gonna
better.
be-
It's always better than a wedding ring, Brent. Always.
I'm not saying the 3 lines ain't going to be
Depends on
wavy.
money.
The best lines you ever heard.
It needs to be there.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
It
it will
needs to
be.
get like a couple tears.
She needs to cry.
She needs to cry. If
And
you
two
say she's
lines,
not
you
crying, you're
gotta
gonna
do
make
it.
that.
No, but
speech number.
don't women cry at the sheer fact that you're proposing?
No,
Like,
not always.
Nah, they do, man.
There's some do, but the thing
They
is,
do. Like that's the fact that you're proposing is enough to get tears out.
yeah, because some women open the door then run out.
It depends how you
Still
propose.
missing, like,
Some men propose under pressure.
Bruv, you see the bedtimes. The ring comes
There
out,
is-
she's like, and then the tears. The guy hadn't said
Yeah.
nothing, and she's just bawling.
I cried at my brother proposing to his wife. But
I've seen people
I'm
propose.
crying.
I've seen people propose under pressure, and the girls like, be fucking for real.
Yeah, they tend to do it after they've been caught doing something and they like propose like, stand up, stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Get up. I've seen that before where the girl's like, stop it. Whatever you think you're about to do here, get up.
Get up! Don't
do this.
seriously. Don't.
Seriously, BFFR. Yeah, that's wild. You can't propose to me under duress. Are you stupid?
Would you accept a lab-made diamond?
Yeah.
A lab-made diamond.
Yeah, I don't need you to go to Ghana to dig it out yourself.
I heard they're like half the price of like
They are.
real diamonds.
But it looks so good as well.
They're getting
You can't
better.
really
They're
tell.
getting better though.
They are.
There's some documentary, and I think they're trying to change the standard. A lot of them are going to be labs.
Because apparently that's the more sustainable way to get diamonds
is it?
anyway.
Okay.
The other ways are like people look down on that. It's like fur,
Yeah.
but like with diamonds.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm not really. I don't mind about my ring. I don't need like a massive ring and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that.
Does the price matter to you?
No.
Okay.
Well, obviously don't get August 1999.
Yeah, of course.
It has to be a pretty ring, a nice. I know what kind of rings I want already. I've got it saved, but I don't want like a little speck of dust where we can't see. All we can see is the band. We can't see anything on there.
So you know what ring you want?
Of course I do.
I beg you send me an image, please.
Okay.
I can't send it to everybody else, right?
No, because
They're
that's part of my.
They're gonna take her ring. This time.
Or is that what's gonna happen?
Oh no, they can't take my man though. So have the ring. No, because you mean everybody on.
Yeah, to
On the show?
context, yeah.
Okay, I can show you an example.
Thank you very much.
I've got many, like a few, not many, but a few examples. So you can.
Yeah.
There's one I love so
do they
much.
Have the,
Yeah.
Do they have the price on it as well?
It might do actually because I follow ring thingies.
Serious?
Listen.
If you stay ready, you ain't gonna
Oh,
get ready.
ye of little faith. Exactly. Stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready. Let me see. Like there's one I love so much. I feel like this is what I really want. It's so pretty, and it's just so cute and like just small, but obviously not like the smallest thing ever. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, and Esther's definitely gonna have nice rings because remember, come what may, she's keeping that
Okay.
Oh yeah,
You
regardless,
can
innit?
say it.
regardless.
Regardless of anything.
Regardless of
Man for life.
anything. That shit is getting kept, baby. Don't play with it.
So what are you gonna do at the start of the relationship? You're just gonna let him know, like, this is the ring. Boom.
I'm not, as in like, well, this is our ring. No, when we're serious, when we're in a relationship, I mean, I wouldn't get in a relationship if I'm not serious about it anyway. But when we start having these conversations about us settling down, what we're doing next, but you know, moving in together, all that kind of stuff, then yeah, this is my ring. I feel like that's what typically happens with a lot of couples. I've got a lot of things saved. There's a lot of nails here and here.
You looking for the perfect one?
No, I'm looking for the one I actually want.
I thought
I've
you
seen
were
a couple.
bookmarked it or something.
I did. Oh, here it is. Oh. It's on Instagram though, so do I DM it to you?
Yes, please.
The day after, right?
No, email it to me, please.
Okay, hold on. Email the link.
In fact, DM it. As in from Instagram.
Okay.
Thank you.
To the day after, right?
Yes, please.
It's so pretty. All right, sent.
Thank you.
Let's see how much it is. Is it? It's a 2-carat oval ring. Okay, you can get it in natural and lab diamonds. I don't know how much it is.
Okay.
Oh, they only DM me the price. I should have asked them to DM me the price.
Alright.
Okay, it's cute.
Ooh.
Isn't it? It's just nice and just simple and just pretty.
Yeah, that's cute. That looks like he loves you.
I know, right?
Mm.
But that
You tell me you won't keep that ring.
It's
How
oblong.
much I going for though?
It's an oval shape. I also like a pear shape. It's like a teardrop shape.
Teardrops on.
So maybe I think I would want that in teardrop actually, not really the circle because that make my fingers look fat. I don't like square rings.
So this isn't weird on a female's finger because
Oh, look at it.
look at how it is.
Yeah,
it's
It sticks out.
narrow and does that
What do you
look
mean?
weird?
Narrow how?
I'm looking at it. It looks weird on the finger
Do you want it to like spread out? Is that what you mean?
in my head.
No, I don't like those wide ones. Those are the square ones. It depends on the shape you get. If you get a square one or circle or heart one, they'll be wider. I don't like wide rings like that. I love them small and cute. See,
Well,
that's a
this-
small ring.
What's it called? What email should I use for you?
Brent.coolthrust.
Okay.
Oh, you found your ring, yeah?
Punch your ring.
No, I want to send him something for the reaction.
So this
That in a teardrop.
women continue wearing it after their wedding.
Yeah, it's your wedding ring. It's,
That is the wedding ring.
yeah, so no, you get. So I'm gonna get a band. That's what I get on my wedding day.
To add on to it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't be rocking this to work.
Yeah, I will.
This is not what? Wait.
You get
I'm
insured.
obviously stupid. So this is what when people have wedding rings, right?
Yeah.
Like when they go to work and this, that, and the next.
Yeah.
Corporate offices, they're wearing rings like this.
If that's the ring that they got.
Yeah, that's the ring you got.
Serious?
Yeah, how else everyone gonna know you're engaged? You're off the market.
Ain't you seen women with nice wedding rings before?
I don't think I have. That's probably my problem.
Same,
Yeah,
you know,
looking.
I don't think I've ever seen a woman with a ring before.
I've seen women with some nice wedding rings.
I've seen
In the hood.
But, brother,
Anywhere.
I think that's,
He thinks you just live and die in the hood, boy.
You're ridiculous.
I don't travel.
Because this is quite extravagant.
I'm on the block.
Even this one is nice. Look at this one
I
as
don't,
well.
I don't look at the finger.
Let me show you. This one is nice. I've sent you another one.
And when you go to the gym as well,
Yeah, so I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't wear it to the gym because I don't wear my normal ring to the gym. I don't wear jewelry to the
Do
gym.
you carry around the case the whole time?
If I'm because if I have to, no, I wouldn't carry around the case. So if I'm coming here, for example,
Yeah.
if I'm going to work, I'd wear it.
Yeah.
But say I'm going to an event or whatever,
Yeah.
I would just keep it. I wouldn't come out with
Oh,
it.
okay.
yeah. So events and stuff.
No, but
Yeah.
surely you should wear it to events because
This
you
is-
want
this is
to.
No, but I'll have my wedding band, remember?
Oh.
So it's not like I'm not totally naked.
So wait a minute. When I asked about, because I've seen bands on women's hands.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I've not seen rings like this.
Yeah, but Brent, some people didn't get that.
But you're taking it off when you go to an event. Why?
It depends where I'm going. It would depend where I'm going, to be fair. But for the
A
most,
glitzy, glamoury stuff.
my baby, my ring is glam. It's AF.
No, precisely.
depends
Would
where I'm going.
If you're going to a glitzy, glamoury event,
Yeah.
would you wear it?
Yeah. If I'm, say for example, I'm going somewhere where, I don't know, it would just depend. It would just depend on like the event, what it is I'm wearing, all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, my ring is always going to be in my hand.
How about, because
If I'm going to Peckham quickly to get some
You're not
sweeter,
wearing it.
I'm not wearing that ring.
sometimes, why? Because it can be expensive.
I can't get slapped.
Okay. Sometimes girls accessorize with their rings, right?
Yeah.
When you do that, do you take off this? I don't know if you accessorize with your rings. What I'm saying,
No, I do
accessorize,
wear,
different
like-
fingers have different things on it.
Yeah,
like
I get
a
you.
butterfly or like a sleeve or do you know what
I get
I'm
what,
talking
yeah,
about?
I get what you're saying.
When is it you do that? If you do that, or if
Yeah.
a woman does that, would she still wear her wedding ring?
It would depend on it would depend on the outfit. Because say for example, I'm like wearing something where it's all, because I want mine silver. Say I'm wearing where my jewelry is all gold. If that doesn't look right with it, then
So
I'll
mine
take
could
it
still
off.
use the same excuse.
Or
for
what?
taking his ring off.
100%.
No, he wouldn't.
Because it doesn't work
Because it
with the Jordans, innit?
Nah, you make that work.
Or is it?
Because I remember again, I've got 2 rings, so that. But I'm gonna carry my man in my head. Everyone's gonna know I'm married, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
I want to buy a wedding band. I was looking at getting a band made up. They're quite expensive for not being married, but I want one now to wear on my left hand here.
Why? That's gonna ruin your market.
I don't mind.
Yeah, it will increase
My
it.
market's ruined anyway. So I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just I got a couple of friends that are married and that, and it's just a distinguished look. It's a cold look, and I just want to emulate it.
What does it look like?
It just looks sophisticated.
So you know what it looks like, as in you can
That's so annoying.
send an image so I can.
No,
do
I'm
the
not talking
thing.
about. It doesn't matter what the ring is. I'm saying just having a
Or
ring
just
on their
having
left.
a thing.
Just having a ring on their left finger, just signifying that
They're taken.
I'm taken
Serious?
and I'm a good man.
Oh,
Such
this
a
is the ring
faker.
I really.
What do you mean?
want.
Such a fake. Can you imagine you waking up like, oh, I want to pretend again?
That's cute too.
That's
So
the
yeah,
one
I just
want
want to put a
that one.
band on, Brent. I just want to walk around with a band on all the time and just have the wedding band on. You get me?
Thing is, I can actually see you doing that, and
I'm
sometimes
dead serious.
like,
No,
you
he's dead
just-
serious.
You just look at it and you just smile.
And he just smile. There's no woman attached to the ring, but he's just smiling. Weirdo.
Bloody hell! Bloody hell! Ah, never mind.
I look forward to my ring on my finger.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really do. I look forward to being married. I was made for love.
you're
I was
really
made
looking forward to be
this.
married, innit?
Sorry?
You're really looking forward to be married, innit?
Yes, I've
That's
got my
so
wedding dress
interesting.
as well. What I want to wear.
Wait, you have a dress?
Yeah, I'm not showing that one though. I've got to take all your breaths away on the day. Like I know what I want my
So
dress
your
to look
mind's
like
not gonna
and stuff.
change on your dress.
No, because my dress is not a traditional dress. It's like a fashion dress. It's like a dress where you could go to a nice, very nice shop and you find the dress there. So it's not going to be a
But
traditional.
many other women have seen that same dress, so surely.
Yeah, but I don't mind about that. I don't care about that.
That means I could show many other women on the.
Not my dress.
No?
I can't. Nope.
That would be sick. On my wedding day, I would look absolutely mental. Like, I could rock the hell out of a suit. It would be the best version you've ever seen. Like, I'll be cooking.
I hear.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
How different is it going to be?
I don't know, man. I'll just
You'll find a way.
You'll find out.
I do believe that. On people's wedding day, there is something. There is something from the Lord, because brides always look phenomenal, and so do the husbands. Obviously, people's husbands, I can't be crushing on them. But there is something, there is a glow. I don't crush on married men. There is a glow to like a wedding beauty. I can see you wear that suit 1,000 times, but on your wedding day, it just looks different now. You're wearing it different. You're wearing like a husband.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Looking forward to marriage, Yusuf?
Yeah, man.
Ready to go.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
You know what I mean?
Does that day mean the same?
What, for the men?
Yeah.
I think
Some men, ain't you seen them? Ain't you seen them grooms that are just bawling before she's even before she's even got there? No composure.
The narrative is that them men have been cheating.
That what? The men that cry?
Yeah.
Is
No, I want my man to cry.
Like you've seen those narratives online. Whenever the video of a guy goes viral
Yeah,
crying, it's like,
yeah.
oh yeah, he probably cheated. That's why
I
he's
don't
crying.
believe that. I want my man to cry. If my man don't cry, I'm walking down again. Clearly, you didn't see me. You didn't see me properly the first time. Let's do this again. Run it back, Pastor. But let's do this again. You're right. You need to shed a little tear.
What about the ones where they're all weak and is that the Holy
No, that's stupid. Okay, here's my
and the
thing.
Holy
yeah.
Spirit's getting them and
I remember
the tears
the-
are streaming?
Nope.
What?
Nope. That'll give me the ick. That'll give me the ick. I'll reconsider this. I don't want you to, like, there's a video of a guy that went viral. They're like their Instagram couple or YouTube couple, whatever.
Yeah.
He had like snot. He was
That's what it's got to.
he was black, he's dark skin, yeah. This guy was turning red. I said, now that I couldn't see that. And the girl didn't shed one tear. I couldn't see that. I could not see that. You're being stupid.
I
Stop
think
it.
if I cry, it might be during the speech.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I like when a guy cries during the vows.
yeah.
And when I went to my family friend's wedding I went to over the weekend, he like choked up a little bit. I was like, oh, so lovely. Yeah, I don't see that as like he's been cheating or anything. You have to shed something. Are you kidding me? The love of your life is standing in front of you and I look this good and you're not gonna shed a tear? I'm marrying the wrong man.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'd let like a one solitary tear roll, just so you know I love you. You know what I'm trying to say? Huh?
Why is it gonna be the one tear?
Just the one solitary.
Fuck passion.
Just
You
let-
need that.
Yeah, just let it go.
You
so
need that.
so she knows it's real.
It's real. If it's not real if your man doesn't shed a tear. But that to be if it's it depends on the man in it. I'm marrying someone that's in touch with his emotions and understands what he has. So I expect a
Tears.
tear or two. But I don't want you crying. I don't bawl out. I couldn't see that.
Them
Yusuf.
things
I
there.
couldn't see that.
Nah.
I couldn't see that.
Yeah, breathing. That's
Oh
it.
my gosh. What are you doing to me?
That's my pump.
I could not see that. I couldn't see that. Not me. When I look forward to my wedding.
But Brent, you're in touch with your emotions. You could cry.
That's attractive, you know. It's like he's strong, but he's trying not to cry, and he's like, "Oh, that's
It's
attractive."
that one that she knows at any minute.
Any minute.
Like, if he wanted to, he could cry now, but he's so real.
Yeah, hold it in.
If I go
just-
deeper in my vows, he's gonna be finished. So I'm gonna hold back a little bit.
Are you gonna read out one of your poems?
No. I think what I know I will do when it is that she reaches the front, like I'll lean in.
Damn,
That's all I do.
I want that too. I want him to lean in. Don't wait for the pastor. Nah, defy the pastor's rules and speak to me before. Let me know how good I look, and you can't wait to rip this dress off
This
me.
is it. This is
Let me
it.
know.
You
What
are
a whispering
so
I'm going to be doing
leng.
throughout the ceremony when I'm not supposed to be doing it.
Listen,
Man.
I want you to
Look what
wink
that
at
picture
me,
says,
like
man.
all of that. We're married now, aren't we?
Mm.
My white dress. Let's do this.
Okay, when you kiss the bride, is it just a peck or do you snog?
Nah, it's not, man.
It's a halfway. Because obviously, I'm still fighting the demons of being African in it. So you can't be lipsing me up like this in front of my mum and my brother. That's wild. But not a peck because we're not friends. So it's a halfway. It's a decent enough. We're in the house of the Lord as well. Don't be silly. It's a halfway.
Yeah, I got decorum. I couldn't see myself doing that some full blown
that's-
tongue fest thing.
Those make me awkward.
tongue
So you're
fest.
pecking.
Not tongue fest,
Not
but
peck, but maybe
Not
just
pecking,
like
but halfway.
the
It's a
half-
light French kiss.
the young kiss. That that
the
kiss,
soft lips.
that soft kiss
Yes.
with the one little tongue.
Yeah.
To withdraw.
You withdraw. That's where it's at.
I said, let the tongue linger. You get me? The young withdrawal.
No, that's it. So we'll finish this later. But yeah, just hold
Yeah,
this
you know
for
that
now.
one of them. We'll finish
Hold
this later.
this, Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be kissing anyhow in the Lord's altar.
That's crazy.
That's wild. That's actually wild. I'll be too shy to do that. That ain't it. But yeah, man. Love that for us. Did you look forward to your wedding, Brent?
Yeah.
Did you what, sorry? What did you say to
I
him?
said, does he look forward to his wedding?
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you? No, you don't.
Not really, because obviously
Yeah.
I don't have anybody.
Okay, yeah,
If
I
I
get
had
you.
somebody, I look forward to any event. that
Okay, I
included
get you.
them.
Yeah, see, I look forward to everything, and I got nobody. I look forward to my first vacation.
But don't you picture a guy in that looking forward to?
Of course I do.
So what does he look like?
Can't tell you that.
Oh, so you actually?
It's no one in real life though, because I haven't met him yet.
Yeah,
I can't. Respectfully, it can't be anyone I've met yet.
Yeah.
It can't be. They don't fit there.
But I find that weird how you're able to envisage this, but you can't place somebody.
The face
in
on
it.
there. Do you know what? It's interesting. It's actually a very interesting thing.
No, not really, because the person doesn't exist.
But
that's what he's saying,
created
it's
each
weird.
time it is that you
No,
daydream.
but I'm sure she daydreams about a guy. I'm sure there's an image of a guy.
No.
But
Not
this
like
is-
you mean like a real person?
No, like an AI. Like just a
And that's what I'm saying.
Just
So
a
what does
guy.
that AI look
Okay,
like?
yeah, okay.
yeah, a guy that fits.
What does
It's-
that composition look like?
It's difficult because I've got several types, so I don't know which one I'm
Oh,
going to
you
end up
cycle
with.
through them.
They're all black. Put that out there because what you said,
That
I
was
really
loud.
was thinking about that yesterday night. Yeah. I randomly had the fact that this guy really could set me for a white man. That's crazy. Anyways, they're all black. They're all African. Actually, they're all black. Let's say they're black. That's it. I actually, do you know what it is? I think it's a spiritual
would
thing.
be funny.
Me with a Jamaican man. Do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's a spiritual thing.
It would be-
Why would it be funny? Bring me on the joke.
No, just the culture clashes.
Oh yeah, it would be interesting. But I think it's a spiritual thing, like a spiritual vision.
Yeah.
I don't think about it all the time. It really comes to me like very randomly. But I know that it's literally on its way. It's closer than I think. I feel it so strongly in my heart.
I always want to know, how is this particular desire to get
Yeah.
married, as in not to get married, but to have the wedding day so baked into women's journey through their growth? Like, how are you checking wedding rings and
Do you know what it is?
and getting butterflies when it is that you think of the day? Like,
Because
what
how we've
is
been
it about
raised,
it?
Brett. It's how we've been raised. It's literally how we've been raised.
But it's never the African ceremony. It's not.
Oh
the
no, that would be
traditional
lit.
ceremony. You don't picture the traditional one. You
I
you
do.
Picture the,
When I listen to certain Afrobeat
when you
songs,
get
I'm like,
butterflies, is it the traditional one you're thinking about?
I think all of them. Sometimes when I listen to certain Afrobeat songs, I'm like, ooh, this could be a good entrance song to this. And I see myself dancing with my bridesmaids around me and stuff like that. But the thing is, even with weddings and stuff, I more look forward to marriage than I do my wedding day. Because I would elope. I would elope in a heartbeat. I would elope and have 2 witnesses in a heartbeat.
So when you're saying that, oh my goodness, yes, I'm picturing this annex, and you say that you could elope, that the whole ceremony and the
No,
fanfare
'cause
doesn't come with that.
Look, I'm not picturing the ceremony. I'm picturing all my
you're
images
picturing
is me and my
life with the
husband.
person.
Everything is just me and my partner, and it's me and my partner's declaration of love to each other. So that I don't know what's in the background. That could be
Yeah.
10 people there, 100 people there. I don't know. That none of that factors into my thing. I don't want a big wedding
Are you going to say a speech?
at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As in vows. Like, it's not gonna be prescribed. It's not gonna be like regular vows. It's gonna be like, I'm talking to you.
yeah. I'm gonna do both. So you're gonna do the one where the church tells you to do, and then we're gonna do our own. Why?
Why?
Because I feel like the church's one is nice, but it's bland.
No, as in,
What does
why
this
are
mean
you
to
doing
you?
the church's one?
to fulfill all righteousness.
No, that's not how it works. No.
No, because I like it because when it says the this, that, and the other. Because sometimes the people in their personal vows don't cover all the points in it.
Yeah, but
the churches work.
You could slip that into your personal ones.
You could actually. That's it. Yeah, we could do actually.
I've seen that. I used to film weddings, didn't it?
Okay, yeah, we could do actually. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, we could do that then. Then it would just be one vow. But yeah, my wedding, I look forward to marriage more than I do like a wedding day. The wedding day is not what. That doesn't I don't get excitement from the fact. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna walk in and my friends are gonna be there. I'm gonna do wedding interest. I don't care much about that because of the politics around that. I don't care much.
To be honest, every single wedding I filmed, every guy cried.
Really?
Every single one of them.
Oh, some guys they do cry because they're mourning.
Mourning?
Why all your heads come up like that?
Mourning they're single them.
Yeah, they know that they're done now.
Oh.
They're leaving the streets, so it's not tears of
They're not
joy.
really though.
Huh?
They're not really leaving the streets.
Yeah, but your
Some of them are.
access to the streets is capped.
Reach on and play.
I know.
You got to take diversions
This is
now.
just I have to do this because it's the day of the thing. But once the day is done, I'm going right back to it.
No,
I think the
because
percentage of men that do that small, man. I think for a man
You're sick.
to jump up and get married, he at the time he believed that he was on it.
Like how some women can believe something one day and then 2 hours later change their mind.
But I'm saying though, I think the percentage of men that get married with the intentions to just jump back in the streets like the next day, I think it's small. It would be the minority of men.
Minority.
Don't you think? 'Cause that's just really just wasting people's
No,
time.
I've
I'm not
had
saying men
people-
do that. Men
I've
definitely do
heard-
that.
As in, I've heard real life stories of men that got married quickly and then they went to the back and had sex with somebody else
On the same
in the
day.
bathroom. At the
Yeah,
same
but
day.
those men are psychopaths.
Like in between entrance,
They're
Basically,
psychopaths.
they're psychos.
They're
100%.
actually real life psychopaths.
Sometimes even with the bridesmaid
they ain't afraid of God.
or maid of honor or something.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
usually-
There's those scandals as well. Those scandals are real. But yeah,
Wow.
it's interesting, man. But someone asked, would I have my traditional in Nigeria? No. I don't care about all that stuff. All that ceremony and this and that, I don't care for it. No. I wanna try to have my wedding all in the same day. The wedding I went to over the weekend, it was all in the same day. The traditional with the white wedding, everything was same day. That's my kind of vibe, with a nap in between.
As in you'll go to sleep and wake up again?
No, nap. Because this is all hectic.
What
I'm
is
tired.
nap? What is nap?
Like, so we do my traditional in the morning, then I have a nap.
What,
And I
what
wake
does
up-
nap mean?
Like a quick sleep. I'm tired.
So it is sleeping.
Yeah, but but people say, when I say nap, people say sleep. Sleep and nap is different. Nap is a quick sleep. Sleep is sleep. Do you know what I mean? No, you don't get what I mean. Anyways, I would want to have all of it on the same day. All of this separate weekends and this and that. It's too much money.
It's long enough.
I can't justify the
thing.
money.
But when it is you get a marriage tradition, you're married. So you can have sex then.
Nah, because I am a Christian before I'm Yoruba. Yeah, no sex until my white wedding.
What are you talking about? Why is that
Really?
attached to the...
My white wedding's in church.
But the white wedding, has that always been a thing in Africa?
Yeah, but because you.
Also, you always had two weddings?
No. In Africa, yeah, but I didn't grow up in that time where they only had traditional marriages, so that's my business. Jesus, listen, the Yoruba ancestors were not the ones who told me not to have sex before marriage. God did. So,
But you didn't grow up in a time when the Bible told you to listen to your husband,
excuse me, what do you mean?
to submit to your husband. You didn't grow
I
up in
did.
that time.
I've got the Bible now.
No, what I'm saying is that never mind.
No, but I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that what has had more impact on me, more influence on my life,
the
is
white wedding.
is Bible. No, it's Christianity over tradition. So tradition,
But the Christianity, when is it saying in the Bible to dress in white and then do this, that, and next?
it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that to have to
So
dress
the
in white.
white wedding.
Okay, church wedding. Then I should have said it's because people. I said it's a synonym. White wedding, church wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's what Christians call it. I don't think Muslims call their weddings a white wedding. They wouldn't.
If you were on a desert island, though,
Yeah,
and you had no priest,
yeah,
and there was a man there that you liked,
yeah.
even if you didn't like him, you probably grew to like him anyway,
This is
because you want sex.
because he
so
wants
you
sex.
want companionship. you would forget about this whole traditional white wedding stuff, wouldn't you?
Am I ever going to be able to come off the island? Or I'm stuck on this island
You're
forever?
never coming off this island.
Yeah,
Or you
but-
feel like you'll never come off this island.
We'll have a thing though. We'll have a ceremony. It's me and him. We'll exchange vows and we'll pray to God and let God know, okay, this is the decision we're making and this is this. So it will still be a ceremony, but it's just me and him and God.
Yeah. Mama, I told you about my theory. That's how it is. I look to justify having sex before
Yeah,
marriage.
you heard. Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
No, go on, tell me.
It's groundbreaking.
Go on, break it down.
Let me know if it is that you feel that this might be legit.
All right, cool.
God might hear this and be like, yeah.
I hear it.
All right, so you're in a church or you're under some form of religious government or governance, right? And in this particular belief system, you need to get married before you have sex.
Yeah.
Right? Now, let's take Christianity. The overarching authority is God,
Yeah.
not man, right? And one would assume there needs to be love present before you decide to say, all right, cool, let's have sex, right? This is like a normal couple who's grown up in church and they fall in love with each other and they're young, right? But they're too young to basically have their parents or their church community feel it's okay to get married, right? Things happen like this, right?
Yeah.
It's
You
all
don't-
to have sex, you know.
No, it's not. It's not to have sex. I'm saying this sex is normally happenstance of proximity, feelings, and do you understand what I'm saying? So, God, this is just a theory, obviously. Don't judge me too much, man. So, normally, young people fall in love. They spend a lot of time with each other. That's probably one thing you're probably gonna push back on.
How old
Spending
are
time with
these
each
young people, by the way?
other. Let's just say young enough for people to turn their nose up on them getting married.
So, like 17, 18.
It could be from 15 all the way to 18. I mean, you're not really having young people going to get married at 18 unless it is that you're
Yeah.
Seventh-day Adventist or one of them Jehovah's Witness people. Yeah, one of them whatever. Or you go to one of them big black churches that like to do that kind of stuff. I won't name names, but y'all know. But anyway, so in your mind, both of y'all, you and your girlfriend, you're spending the rest of your life with each other,
Yeah.
right? Because what this feels like, this can't be broken. I'm spending the rest of my life with you, and it feels authentic, right? So you basically tell God, this is my beanie for life. And she tells God, this is my hobby for life, right? Now, one would say, but it doesn't make it official until you sign the register. No, it doesn't. What does a registry mean? It means nothing. Because there was no registry way back when, right? Yes, you had the community come together and say this, that, next. But you got your friends to say, yeah.
I don't think God cares about the registry.
He doesn't.
More cares
This is
about,
what I'm saying. He doesn't.
Yeah, but you can make the promise.
Wait,
but-
don't push back
Go on.
yet. Don't push back yet. Because let me give some other context before you look to push back. Because I know you will always have a pushback. Everybody always have pushback. And I've iterated it based on pushbacks of
You are
Anyway.
not okay.
All right, so you've committed to God and you said, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person, and she's done the same thing, and God has now deemed your relationship solid.
No, he hasn't.
Why hasn't he?
You believe he has. You've just asked for it.
No,
There's-
but
there's been no confirmation.
So did you wait for a response?
The holy man who ordained it.
Yeah.
wait. Let me finish, and then we will get to this, right? Because that don't make no sense to me. And it's probably because I've iterated why it doesn't make any sense to me. All right, cool. So you're saying it. No, I'm not engage you yet, right?
Yeah.
So when they have sex now, they're having sex believing that they are together for life. They are bonded in that same element of marriage, right? The only thing that separates the adults who are married through the registry is that stupid registry, right? Now, if you were now on a desert island, right, you and this person, and you're not going anywhere, right? Are you not allowed to have sex with this person? Of course you are, because you can tell God, this is my person, and God will bless that. This is just a theory, obviously. He will bless that. And in the difference between that particular union and the union where you've gone up the flipping aisle and this silly white guy or this black guy decides to say, you're not blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, your marriage is not official, right? And bear in mind, it isn't official until it is you put your John Hancock on that particular thing, right? He can say whatever he wants to say because he could do that in the back of a bus. That doesn't mean any difference, or does it? Do you understand? So no. So in my head, that's how young people in church, can have sex, right? Now, bear in mind, you have to believe that this is going to be your long lasting. If you go into it with false pretense and false auspices,
you're saying
you're going to hell.
They've essentially committed to a marriage between themselves and God.
100%. Because he's the ultimate authority. You're not talking to that priest. You're not giving a nod to the community. F all of that. It's God you're making this promise to, right? Because when it is that you're going to counseling, this counselor, he's telling you, hey, this is not about me. It's not about you. It's about the promise you made to God, right? So that's how it is. Young people can have sex in church and not be condemned.
That is a crack of shit.
All right, push back. Give me
All right, the pushback is first and foremost
because how elders and whatnot be scrutinizing young people, telling them if it is that you have sex before marriage, you're gonna go to hell, and all of them are doing all sorts of stuff, and then feeling so disconnected from God because they've done it. And they don't go to church, and they miss not on that particular grace and blessing. Do you understand? Just a little tweak, and you could be going to church smiling.
Little tweak.
The thing is, the desert island scenario, cool. God knows your circumstances, isn't it? So I'm sure he can, adapt and change the rules for you. But
change the rules. Tell me what the
rules.
What are the rules?
But no, you know what I mean. No, if you're on a desert island, you and this one person forever, right? God knows your intention. He knows where you are. He knows what you're doing. He knows the circumstances in which you're in. So he can make certain allowances for that scenario.
So God makes allowances.
God does though.
He could do.
How does he make allowances?
Okay, cool. You and a said woman are stuck on a desert island for the rest of your lives. Are you telling me that God's not going to make allowances for that?
No, I'm telling you that this is how it is. I have extrapolated the scenarios here.
Yeah.
Why can't the same principle be when it is that you're on land? It's still
Because
the promise you're making to
under
God.
different
Bear in mind,
circumstances.
I may not have money to basically get married officially. I may not have the finances. Look how many poor people are in this world. And again, That's
a good.
Yes, this Western idea of what a marriage looks like, it doesn't translate all over
Yes,
the
if
country.
you're
It's
poor-
what a wedding looks like,
Yeah.
because people who are poor as well, they can't afford a ceremony, but they will still have like a community leader or something like that is a witness that bears witness to this
So
marriage.
is
this
a
union.
wedding necessary for a marriage to occur?
It's a ceremony necessary.
Okay, is a ceremony necessary for a wedding to be official?
Yeah.
But what is
What
your,
a wedding, a marriage to be official?
what is your idea of a ceremony? Because are you thinking
I'm
like
asking you the question.
Doesn't it have to be at least
there needs to be a witness?
3 people there,
Yes.
right?
When you say there needs to be
wait,
a witness,
wait. If your circumstances allow, if you're stuck on a desert island, there's nobody there, then yes.
Exactly.
who
you're-
told you this?
Well, sorry, when you look
Who
at
told you?
What do you mean he told you what?
Is this particular desert scenario? This is not in the Bible.
It's not in the Bible.
So how are you saying that's
Brent.
the only way it works?
Brent,
Because-
you see,
You're using common sense, right?
I want to know something quickly. When you do the register office thing,
Yeah.
is that just like a
For
government?
the government.
Is that just a
Yeah.
government official? That's
Yeah.
not nothing to do with the church or nothing like that.
No, in the government's eyes, you're still not bounded.
But the person who signs you off, that they don't have to be like a pastor or a reverend or anything. If it's just the registry office thing.
No, just a registrar, innit?
Yeah, well then that's not a proper marriage.
Yeah, so what's it? Doesn't count. That's what
A
you're saying.
marriage is a bond between a man and a woman and God.
God, this is what I'm saying. So you're proving my point.
Not really.
You're literally proving my
No,
point.
he's not proving your point. He's not proving your point.
Of course
Because
he is.
he's not proving your point.
Young people go and have sex.
No.
In church.
Because
But you
okay,
need to love each other.
No.
You need to commit to God.
So in Christianity, for a marriage to be official, right, all you have to do is have.
This is all bounced, by the way.
Of course. For a marriage to be official in Christianity, right, there has to be a priest present. The priest has to marry you.
You're
right?
married, yes, by the pastor.
So in
yeah.
Christianity, if you get married in a church with a priest,
This is not necessary, by the way.
Wait, hear me out. And you don't go to the registry, right? Government-wise, you're not married, but under the guise of your religion, you're still married, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So if a priest has to be present according to the Bible,
Where
Wait.
did that say?
I'm asking you. You don't
He
tell
doesn't
me.
know. He doesn't read the Bible.
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you. Where does
So,
that say that?
according to the Bible, does the priest
know.
has to be present?
Not to my
No,
knowledge.
I might. But you've
Just say to God,
What does the Bible say?
keep my commands.
You're damn fool.
Keep my command.
So-
The ultimate authority is from God.
I personally don't know when the Bible,
I'll bat it. I'll
but
bat it so that we have
isn't-
some.
because I know Adam and
evidence.
Eve were basically married.
So where does the whole ceremony and come
I
from
don't
then?
know, Yusuf. I think it comes from as well, like the traditions around that time and stuff like that as well. And that's the thing. I feel like Moses and them. Moses was definitely officiating weddings.
I'm going to use
in
this
between the
word,
Red Sea
right?
and
So
stuff.
the priest, he's basically the rep.
Yeah.
Right, Brent? The priest is the rep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the priest has to be present because he's the rep, right? So if he's not present, where's the proof and evidence that
this
you
happened.
guys that this happens? Just because you and your girl spoke to God on your knees, where's the proof that it happened? You need
Your
to be
holy
lying.
state.
But this is your pushback.
You
You're
could be
saying
lying.
it doesn't. It's not official until it is the homosexual priest, basically.
Homosexual?
Let's just say this priest is not.
What's happening
He's not.
here?
Wait. When I say homosexual priest, I'm just adding another element without telling you why I've added the element. Right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
You've now based this entire thing on the priest being there. Suppose the priest is not even a man of God. Does it make it official?
But that's between him and God then, because if you don't know he's not a man of
Well,
God,
he's
if you don't know his indiscretions, that's not your problem.
It's now what you believe.
No, not what you believe. What you know. It's what you know.
But
It's what
even
you know.
worse,
It's what you
even
know.
Worse. So if
Bro,
you're
it's what
saying
you know.
it's
In your
made
religion,
official-
what does marriage mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Like, is it if
Okay, cool. So in terms of this whole registry thing, in Islam, you can have a nikai, which is Islamic wedding, and not do and not go to the registry, and you're still married.
So what's it called?
Nikai.
Nikai.
Is that done by a holy man though?
Yeah,
So,
the imam.
so it doesn't need the as a ceremony. It's done by a holy man. So it's still there's.
But he's still
but-
saying
no, but
that
this-
the
but-
parallel
yeah,
is
but-
that the priest needs to be
No,
there.
but this is the same. You're saying what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry, I was confused then.
Yeah.
So-
So the imam has to be present during the nikai. The same way I believe, or you guys tell me if I'm wrong.
So
the
what
priest has
I'm
to be
asking
present.
you is, can you, if in Islam, if you went to just a registry office, and just
No, you have to do nikai.
so it's not proper then?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying same thing.
As a
So it's
Muslim,
one-
you can't just go to a registry office and get married. No, you have to have a nikai.
yeah, I respect that.
So that's what I'm saying to him. I'm saying in
In my
Christian,
mind, if you just went to a registry office, that's just a government thing.
yeah,
Yeah, ban all that.
that's what I'm saying. So in Christianity, if
The
the
Bible does not say that a priest needs to marry you. In fact, there are no verses in the Bible that specifically mention the need for a priest to perform a marriage ceremony.
so who has
So
to
who
marry
marries
them?
you then?
God! Young people go and have sex but love each other. Commit your life to God and say that y'all think that y'all will stay together forever. Y'all may change your mind, and that is also seen by God. At that point in time, you believed that y'all were staying together forever. Y'all believed that this was your rib.
So the next time my parents ask me, "You you married?" I can say, "Yeah, I got married." Yeah, I got married yesterday.
Yeah,
Because-
I told God about it.
Yeah, I thought God got married, man.
How I move in a relationship is as if it is, I've already told God, this is my beanie.
Do you know what's mad?
understand?
Yeah? Do you know what's mad is that if you believed all this stupidness you're saying, yeah, you'd been married 10 times.
No, but that's not. That's being dishonest though.
No, because
In my
because you're
theory,
telling,
it's being dishonest.
No, because you're telling people if you believe that you're going to be together, you can get married.
But-
so how does divorce happen? They just say,
No, stop,
come back
stop,
to God
stop,
and be like,
don't-
"Hey God,
don't.
yeah, so we thought we were
don't
going to be together,
include
but it's been
this
6 months, but we
particular
don't want to
thing.
do
You
that
can't
anymore."
include this thing. What
I
I'm
can.
saying is that before you have the faculties and the social cues, not cues, the social green light to get married.
Yeah.
When you reach an adult and you fall in love, right? And you feel as though this person is your person, right? Whether it's your first love or your second love, you feel that this is the right one. And you naturally, you kiss, you touch, and you have sex.
Is this pre or after you've spoken to
But
someone?
whilst it is that you're in church, you feel away. Do you understand? And you
Okay.
cry a lot when it is that you feel that you've done something bad. But if it is,
But in
you
your new
just
church, you
tweak,
go have sex,
if you
have
just
some
tweak
more.
your understanding of what
Brent
this
is
particular
saying.
union
Brent is
means.
saying you can get married through prayer.
Listen, Brent is...
Yes,
It's basically what you're saying.
100%. And again,
do you really believe
I'm
so?
not
You're
saying,
joking?
I'm not saying, I'm not
doesn't
saying
believe
that you are now going to do this and then not look to go and follow the traditional things of getting some token or like a signature that this is legit. Go and get a fake ring. Go and get whatever. So play until it is you're adult enough for people to be like, all right, cool, go and register this union now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't need a priest. You just need the belief that this is going to last and you need to commit it to God. If you fear God more than man, then what I'm saying is legit. It's sound.
If you fear God more than man, you will never say the bullshit you're saying right now. You are
But as
single-handedly
you said,
undoing Jesus' work.
It's not a prerequisite to have a bloody priest chilling there telling you, I know, make this legit. Because you know how many people don't even go to church and they go to flipping ceremony with this priest who they don't even know, they don't even believe the flipping religion and just get blessed.
Yeah, some churches don't
Who's
allow
that?
that. My church, you can't just be someone walking off the street and say you want to get married. And they don't know who you are, you've never been to church. No, a lot of churches don't do that. You can
A lot of churches do.
Fair.
They
That's
pay
fair.
for play.
That's fair, because it's basically renting out the services, isn't it?
But
100%.
before you do that, you got to go and butt the preacher and.
That's what I'm saying.
have
There's things that go
conversations
What
into
and
they
it.
do
things.
is they basically tell you what, hey, I know you guys aren't Christians. It'll be great if you all were, but this is how you should live your life. That's kind of what they give a little, a course, a little
In a proper church, right?
proper church.
I meant that how I said it.
Yeah.
In a proper church, yeah, people, if you say you want to get married, you have like a few counseling sessions to make sure you're going into marriage for the right reasons, to make sure you guys are actually like doing this because you want to do it. Like, this is what happens. No. Being in your state of a roast, being in your state of horniness and saying, God, we commit this to you, to thou.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Yeah, but all of this, yeah, is to enable young people to have sex guilt-free.
It's not. It's for them not to feel as though they can't go to church when they have.
Exactly, guilt-free sex. The
No,
only way to have guilt-free sex is
you're-
when you're married.
What he's trying to say is, you have your own personal relationship with God in it,
Yeah.
If you and your partner, are equally as religious, and you
Yeah.
have that connection, and you sort of sit down and you pray on it, and this is where you sort of are, and this is the commitment that you've made to myself, to you, to God, maybe even a witness as well, regardless of who that is,
There are no witnesses in his.
No, but I'm just saying
It
that
never said no
commitment that
witness
you
yet.
make to yourself. If you believe truly in your heart, then you've done it, innit?
But does God deem that as valid though?
So, what you're saying is,
based on the scriptures, does he deem that as
it's
valid?
not about if your
It
heart,
does.
if you're speaking from a
wait,
place
wait,
of truth,
wait.
you're trying to say it's a preacher man that God needs to say
No, because
to the preacher, are they straight? Because he would know what's in your heart,
No,
innit?
but that's the thing though, because the thing is, I personally believe that there has to be a witness, because if that was the case, then anybody can just get married whenever they want to for wrong reasons.
No, but there's some people that are married that ain't married, if that makes sense. There are some people that are married that's not got the registry, not got the ring, not got
And you
the
know what
thing,
those are,
but they are
Marks?
married in life and
Marks,
to God.
Marks, you know what?
Brent
Those are
debunked the whole-
scams. It's a
He debunked
scam.
marriage.
Because there's a lot of
telling you,
there's a lot of Yoruba men
it's a farce.
that get women to just do the traditional, and they've got her walking around here, blocking all sorts of men, blocking her blessings, talking about we're married, but he's single in the streets. And then when it comes time for separate, they're like, well, technically we're married.
So you think
anyway.
a traditional marriage ain't as good as a white wedding?
Personally, I think in this society, a traditional marriage does not keep you accountable. But
But it's your traditions. If it's your traditions and you believe,
But
it's
that's
the same
though.
thing.
Back in the day, traditional marriage held weight, right? The issue is that today people use it for cunning, as a scheme. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Back in the day, there was no church wedding. There was none of these things. That wedding there was binding. The traditional marriage was binding. You could not just be like, oh, we're getting separated, we're getting divorced, and off she goes. There's processes to these things. The same way he came to your family to ask for your hand in marriage, they've got to come back and be like, okay, this is what's happened. Our marriage is breaking down, blah, blah. The issue is in today's society, where we now have another way for this to be binding, people lean on traditions, but they're not following traditions to a T. Because what happens is they marry you traditionally, don't do the legal thing, don't do the church thing, nothing, none of that. And then when they break up, it's, okay, we're just going to go our separate ways. If you're gonna go with tradition, traditionally, that's not how it's done. And so unfortunately, the thing is, with everything that's good, people turn it bad. So now people are using traditional marriage in a way for them to run another scam. That's easier.
You know why? But it does make separation easier.
Presby smoking sage.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Huh? What's that?
Presby smoking sage.
Sage, bro.
Somebody said Brett's wrong. Oh, baby.
If I didn't know,
theory. Check me out.
if I didn't know you were a Christian and I didn't know what you really think, I would have said you're doing Antichrist bidding.
But I
This
fully
is
believe
wild.
the whole desert island is. One day I just woke up with an epiphany, right? I'm like, wait a minute.
I can have
So
sex.
if I'm on a desert island, how can I get married? I mean, does mean I can't have sex? Because
Nothing, you
someone
can,
isn't there?
though.
And I worked it back. I reverse engineered the thought.
But
And I
that's
was
the thing,
like,
you can,
wait a
though.
minute. The greatest authority here, the one who actually makes it official, is God. The amount of people who get married and God does not even say it's a good thing, but He still blesses the union. Do you understand? Come on.
But when you know better, you do better.
There's weight behind this theory, man. I'm not suggesting.
Dead weight. That's what it is.
I just don't want young people to stay away from church because of the weight of sin they feel that they participate in.
Yeah, I do believe that is a thing. That I think the guilt that is placed on sexual sins when there's other types of sins is wild, and I think it's not right. It's definitely not right because a lot of people will stay away from church. That we can solve that. But I don't think the solution to that is your theory.
The thing is, so
That's wild.
within Christianity, where does the wedding protocol come from then?
White man.
I don't
Is it
know,
written down
man.
anywhere, or is it just something that's been that was done and it's been
It's a
passed on?
custom that the white man has said. Even going to church.
Yeah, but what part is the white
Even
man?
going to a
though?
church.
So there's
Because
nothing in
think
the
about
Bible
again.
that says anything about you have to be married in front of a priest.
I just
No,
told you just now.
because no, I don't agree with that. Because
Wait, what are you saying that you don't agree with?
Also,
the
this
Bible?
is this is topic of the day, by the way.
oh, absolutely. Because you said I wanted to finish 10. Absolutely. I'm reading the
It's
headline.
been a whole hour and we ain't even introed ourselves.
Let me stop
Absolutely.
talking then.
No.
No, we can carry on.
No.
I'm just
No,
saying.
this is what it is, yeah. Imam, we're going to talk about AIs tomorrow. This is what it is. Right? In the biblical times, obviously, like with Christianity was, from Judaism and all that kind of stuff, there was a whole process to get married. When we talk about tradition, there was a whole him wanting to marry her. I actually learned this all recently as well. It was a whole process of him wanting to marry her, letting the family know. Then he goes away for a year or whatever, or however long it takes for him to build a life for them, build a home, build all that kind of stuff. And then he comes up. That's where the whole bridegroom thing comes from, where the bridegroom shows up out of nowhere. But essentially, he's going to prepare for his wife and whatever, and she's there waiting for him to come up and whatever. Back in the day, there was traditions of that. You didn't just go and pluck a wife and just stand in front of the temple and be like, okay, we're all going to get married.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. So that's why I'm finding it difficult to say your thing. I do believe that there has to be witnesses. You can't, we'd all be married. Yeah. Brent, I don't know. You got to rethink that one.
So someone who's stayed together their whole life.
Yeah.
Let's just pick two couples, yeah?
Yeah.
They stayed together their whole life, both had kids and families.
Yeah.
Yeah. No form of infidelity. One partner each, yeah?
Yeah.
Two couples.
Yeah.
One couple just prayed on it.
Yeah.
Stood in their faith in God and just stayed together and they lived the right way.
Yeah.
The other couple went and got the marriage certificate. Boom, 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 boom. Are you saying that other relationships any less than the one that got married officially?
In this real life, it is what it is, isn't it? We don't know. But once you have to answer to God, that's when we're like, okay, cool. God's going to decide whether or not this marriage was ordained by my religion or not.
Because you know what it is as well about
You know what I mean?
what it is about Christian marriage as well, yeah? It's you confessing. It's like baptism. It's you confessing, because really and truly I could be, obviously if my circumstances didn't give me access to a church, to give me access to anywhere, whatever, where I could get baptized in front of witnesses, then I could be in my bathtub. But if I have a church down the road, if I have, a priest, a pastor, whatever, and I still choose to do it in my bathroom, personally, that isn't that. So when it comes to marriage as well, it's you confessing that we are doing this in front of God. So if you if you have access to be able to do that, and you don't do that, personally, I don't think that's marriage. Personally. But that's just my personal
Because I
opinion.
guess as a Christian, if you don't get married officially, as in a ceremony with the priest and stuff, you could be living in sin your whole entire marriage and thinking that it's all hunky-dory because we prayed on it or we know our intentions. But under the guise of God, I hear you, I hear your intention, I hear the love, all that stuff, but you didn't get married officially the way...
I already read that it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that a priest needs to be there. It's about the promise that you make to God for yourself and your heart.
but
God knows what's in your heart. What do you mean the church? Your church is
I hear
everywhere.
you, but you know what it is? Throughout my whole life, I've believed that Christians have to get married in front of a priest. Brent said something 10 minutes ago. It hasn't
It hasn't been undone.
it hasn't undone all my years of thinking that the priest must be present right
Personally,
now.
yeah. My thing is, because I heard what Brent said. I heard it, and I threw it away. This is what it is. I feel like there needs to be a witness. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I feel like there needs to be a witness because you're publicly proclaiming that you are doing marriage the way God intended for it to be done. But yeah, morning caller.
Call back, please, caller.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be some form of something. Because I've known as well people who are not Christians and they've been together like for years, got kids or whatever, and then now they're Christians, they've now come to actually put their marriage in God's hands in front of the church. Yeah, man, there's got to be witnesses to these things. Otherwise, we're all just running amok in the world. Because when Joseph and them, well, not when Joseph, when, what's his name, Isaac and them got married, Rebecca and them, they didn't just do it in their own time in the backyard. There was witnesses. There has to be, because again, marriage is from God. So, same as baptism, in my opinion. So you got to say it.
Tell me something. Adam and Eve had sex.
I wish the email was here.
Adam and Eve had
a lot
sex.
to say on this.
Adam and
He
Eve
was
had
typing
sex.
a lot in the chat.
Let's go back to the very origin. Adam and Eve had sex.
Okay.
Who married them?
God put them together.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's why the priest is the rep for God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
The
about.
priest is no rep for my God. That's Catholic Church.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning. Who are you and what are your thoughts?
Tyler.
That's how you, you know.
Sorry, I was a bit rude. I apologize, Tyler.
Morning, Tyler.
Yeah, now basically, but the marriage thing, like, it's a social construct at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, the Bible says nothing about like marriage protocols and everything. Like, basically, it should be and is truly just you and your person's relationship with God, and the bond and the promise you two make to God. Anything else is just.
So,
You just, you know what I mean?
question then, this is for everyone. Then. So in the Bible it says no sex before marriage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So tell me what marriage is then.
This is
According to that
basically-
statement in the Bible, what is marriage?
Yeah.
Is it just what Brent is describing? What
It's
Tyler's
a
describing?
union. Yes, it's a union between yourself and another woman. Well, a man and a woman,
Yeah.
And God.
and you lot's relationship with God.
That
Your
you're
relationship with
allowed
God.
to form. This is new to me, right? That you're allowed to form without the presence of witnesses or a priest.
Yeah, your witness is God. God knows your heart. God knows your
I never
your
knew
thoughts
until
and
today.
everything. So
I
if
could
you're
go home and
honest,
get married right now. I never knew.
So I could go and get married right now.
I never knew.
No, but I get what you're saying.
Well,
but
obviously-
if you met someone, yeah, and you make that commitment to use yourself and you see it through, yeah, you was married.
you was married.
Do you know all of this comes
You
down
guys
to?
are just remixing what marriage is.
No, but
Right.
I'm saying though,
It's just paperwork. It's just paperwork.
look, obviously you're saying, look, even having it, the paperwork, people get divorced. Having it official doesn't mean it can't be undone, innit? If you went home and you've made that commitment to your partner in your heart and you're a religious person, you pray on it, you made that commitment to God and a promise, and that's what you sort of do, and you sort of live through it. Essentially, you are married. You know what I'm trying to say? Okay, cool. In the eyes of the law of the land and registry offices and whatnot, there's going to be some kind of discrepancies there. Like when you pass next to kin, you're not going to get stuff like that. But that's just law. That's like the land stuff. And I know the Bible says follow the land of the law. But the land of the law was different back then. So what are they talking about? Are they talking about all these new rules that got made up or the old ones? Like, come on, I don't know. Like if you're married, I think you can make that commitment and that promise to yourself and God, and it be something that's official, if that makes sense.
Do you know? I think all of this comes down to at the end of the day. Yeah, this is why the Bible tells you to be equally yoked. That the Bible does say. If you want to be with someone who thinks like Brent, and you know, all you have to do in your bedroom is just quickly say a quick word in God's ear that we're, hey God, we're married now. Go forth. I'm marrying her. Go forth. And if you want to, you just have to find what it is that be equally yoked to people that think like you. So that's just that on that.
I already done told you. Tyler, thank you very much
Thank
for
you for the
calling.
call.
Thanks, Hannah. Because you're not going to follow Brent. The same Brent is going to be in church getting married.
I already told you that when it is, I am even like seeing somebody, when I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
That's my person. If I'm in love with you now, that's I don't have to basically have anybody tell me now commit to this person through health or none of that crap. That's me.
Yeah,
And
that's you done.
Huh?
That's
That's because I take my my integrity seriously. I take the oath that I have made to God to protect this one.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Do you know what's wild though? But if you think about it, yeah, the people that get married in churches and like, you know, in front of God, right? Like the church, the ceremony and whatnot. If you think about people who do that and it's not real, like there's no integrity, there's no real integrity behind that. It's under false pretenses or they cheat or all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Is it
So
legit?
imagine how much worse is going to be when all you have to do is
But
say
hear what you're
sweet.
saying.
Now
Hear
let me
what you're
finish.
saying, though.
Let me finish. All you have to do is say sweet little words to Jesus.
You see how it is you're framing
Turn
this?
out.
You're saying that the people who walk into church and they have no intentions of looking to commit to this person for the rest of their life. They just want to go through the
Motion.
trappings of
Yeah.
all of that. They would be blessed, right? Because they've done it legitly.
They wouldn't be.
But the
God
person
sees-
who
God
hasn't
sees
gone through
everyone's
those
heart, though.
trappings, precisely. This is my point. God sees your heart. That's why it is the ultimate authority is God.
Do you know what? To be fair as well, though, the Bible also does definitely say this, that we should all just do according to our convictions. Me personally, I cannot have a church. I have a home church I go to every Sunday, and I've got like my church family is my church family. I cannot have resources, access to a church to get married, and I'm going to rather stand in my living room with my partner and say, "Hey God, this is what we're doing here."
Now, bear in mind,
Personally,
started this
I
with-
can't do that.
I started this framing it as young people. Understand this.
I think it's even worse for young people.
No, 100% you could think that.
They don't know
right?
what subjects they want to do for GCSEs. They want them to get
100%
married.
You can think that 100%. But I told you what my mind was when it is I decided to say what I've said.
You're
Right?
fighting justice for guilty sex. And that's my thing. I think there's other solutions to this.
Don't have sex.
No, not don't have sex. But I think there's other ways we can sort out the teaching in the church so people don't feel as guilty and don't feel
What
scared
does
and
that
stuff
look
like that.
like?
Sorry?
What does that look like? The young people are just having sex like bunnies. What does
that's
it look
wild.
like? How do you basically package that? Tell them, I know what you guys are doing, but it's okay.
No. I think
So tell me what it looks
I
like.
think there's a lot of fear mongering when it comes to sex. I think people are not I don't think that sex before marriage is explained the way it needs to be explained, which is what will make people actually intentionally make that decision either to abstain from sex or to have sex. I think what is under is just fear mongering. And so when you scare people, well, you get the results that you get. I'm not saying that the church should say, no, it's fine, go forth and have sex or whatever, because the word of God is the word of God, and God says don't have sex before marriage. There's that. But I think that there needs to be realistic. I understand people have hormones, there's temptations, all that kind of stuff. A lot of churches don't cover those topics the way they need to cover those topics. And I think if they do that and you explain things to people and they actually understand, then it's fear mongering doesn't enter into it. But unfortunately, there's people who have sex and like actually it's not worth it, and they want to repent from it, but because they feel cut off by the church, they can't even come back from that. So we need to have proper conversations.
Okay, so what about if people want to get married? You're talking about it now.
This is
God,
topic of
yeah?
the day, by the way.
100%.
What about if it's
100%.
what about if people that are two different religions?
What are you asking me? What are you asking me?
Because you're saying this is in the God, but which
What's
God?
in the
Nah,
God?
you whisper you to your God, he whispers to his God.
I'm saying if you're saying if you make the promise to God and you sort of come together and you do that registered you make the promise thing, but people with two different religions can get married, innit?
As it happens right now in Nigeria, Muslims and Christians get married all the time.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so which God are you speaking to? Like,
You think I'm going to speak to a God I don't know?
Yeah, so how does it get ordained then? Does it need to be? Can it still be
Wait,
official?
So you're not asking me, will I basically join my
No, I'm saying the
it's not
theory that
asking
you're
you.
saying works, yeah, that the kids can do.
does
yeah?
it
Does it
also
work?
include
Does it
mixed
work
religion
if in
partners?
mixed religions? That's what I'm asking you.
Give me a second.
Give me a second.
It's the first pushback I've got for this one.
He said that
let
like it was an
'cause
actual
in
answer.
my head, it's going to be
you didn't
class
consider
because
this.
who?
Which
Which God is blessing this?
We have to basically first decide where we going here.
Yeah.
Which one we going here, and then alright, cool. Once we're here, let's do this.
Okay.
I would think it could work in that manner.
You're just kidding me. We didn't even introduce the show.
I know. We
We don't even know what they're tuned into. Crazy.
Good morning, caller. How are you? What is your name?
Before I let you guys know who I am, I just want to check what I might be behind. What are you talking about at the moment?
Marriage.
Oh, thank God. I thought I missed it. Okay, I'm back. Hi, it's Goodbye Caller.
Of course it is.
You are.
It's like a couple seconds on the YouTube. Let me see.
I was scared I was behind, you see, and I thought the topic had changed, and then I don't
Oh,
know
no,
what
God,
about
this is still
myself.
the intro.
Okay, good. So, very interesting. The last I heard was I paused so I could not do feedback. Mark said religious, and then I was like, okay, this made everything much easier. Brent, I know you're always in this devil advocate bullshit, so I don't believe half the crap you're saying. You know you don't believe this crap you're saying, but it's whatever. I see what you're trying to do. At the end of the day, the difference between religion and spirituality, guys, I think what Brent is saying is that if you this heart, feel like blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, you have to be serious, guys, and let's think about this now. I think marriage itself, it was kind of, more of a man-made thing. And it was made for a reason. Humans have all their horniness and their nonsense. And the fact is social shame, like, not only social shaming, but societal pressure is a thing. At the end of the day, everyone's different cultures and how they practice their religions. Obviously, I won't go into how you see quite sexist. You're selling off your daughter. You're going to send that and third. But really create all that other, culturally specific stuff. It's really about the fact that, okay, well, you guys are doing this in the eyes of the Lord. So like love, how people say love is a choice, right? It gets hard, it gets this and that. When the times when the feelings are low, when the times when, it's that you don't get to just step out and just cheat on your girlfriend, If it's a secret between the bond of 2 sweet 14-year-olds, I promise ring. Oh, please. Everybody will cheat. Let's really be serious now. And the thing is as well, when you say religion versus spirituality, that's the reality of it as well. Like, you can't really, what Brent's example is talking about, there's no religion that supports that. I think every single religion actually kind of talks about, whether there's a witness or not, but just the fact that, it is supposed to be a community thing. Like, you're showing in the eyes of the community, you're making these promises that you're going to keep all these, wedding vows or do these things. And it does, and even though it might sound bad, but it does put that societal pressure. If you take out the state pressure and the money stuff. So I just wanted to say that. I think that's all I wanted to say. But yeah.
Adam and Eve. Who married them?
You can't use Adam and Eve as an example.
Adam and Eve.
You can't use
Because
that.
they're on this island.
No. You
Okay, it's wrong.
what you need to use
But
it
this example I used.
use
I started with this.
You can't use the first people on earth as an example.
Use Jesus turning water into wine.
Well done about
Where
Adam
was
and
he at?
Eve. Well done. Adam
Where
and
was
Eve,
it?
God used to speak to them directly. God used before after Adam and Eve, because after where were the original
Wait,
sin
God
or
doesn't
whatever.
speak to you directly?
God speaks to humans directly.
God doesn't speak to you.
That's what they say in the Bible.
How does God speak to you, good vibes caller?
No. I'm just saying in the Bible. I'm literally telling you guys that apparently in the Bible, after they did their sin and blah, 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 before that, that's the time where God's voice is actually audibly heard. That's what they say somewhere in the Bible or something. Do you get it? I'm just saying, and it might be, obviously I know the Bible is written by a man and blah, 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 but I'm just saying that in a way, kind of, that is kind of when religion became a thing, and our pastors had to speak to God through us, because it's basically because they say in the Bible that Adam and Eve could actually hear God's voice, and then when they ate the apple and the sin, that stopped them from actually being as close as they were to God. I'm just saying, it's not my own understanding. That's my general understanding from Bible class and da. So I stopped there, but I think that's why, because you keep comparing us to Adam and Eve, and it's well, we're not the same with them anymore. But we'll stop there. Yeah.
Thank you very much, good vibes caller.
Thanks, Con.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's get into headlines, man. This is silly.
All right, can we not just ask the question of the day?
Of course we can.
Seriously, we're not having official.
We've done the topic of the day.
Okay.
Don't get more topicy than that. So, what's the best advice? What's the best piece of advice you've ever received from a family member?
Pray.
What, for weddings or? That is good advice. Always pray.
My best piece of advice. I don't know, man. Probably something Nanny told me, man. Told you, man. Not every rain that falls, you have to go wet yourself up in.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You just don't have to do everything, innit? You don't have to be a part of everything. Just take heed and take time sometimes. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You just don't have to take everything that's given it to you. I'm saying, not every time it's raining, you have to run outside and go in it. You get what I'm trying to say? Just take heed, relax. You have to know what's for you. You get me? And yeah, that was good. That was good advice.
Make
for
sure
me.
you tell Gina that. Because that'd be killing her. Fumo be killing her.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Feeling left out and she's missing something.
Yeah, no, man. You'll be all right, man. It's going to rain again another day.
It will.
Especially in this England.
This is it.
Mine would just be about, being, it would be to do with integrity, and letting your yes be your yes and your no be your no. My granddad was really, really big on that. And they always used to say as well, remember the child of whom you are. So remember what home you came from. So you can be anywhere in the world. People can be acting wherever they are, however they're acting. But you need to always remember who you are and be grounded in who you are and show up as who you are everywhere you go.
I got told be with the one that loves you, not with the one you love,
Be the one that loves you. I've been told the same thing. So imagine you meeting everyone, women have been told that, men have been told, who are we loving? Who we are going to love? I've been told to be with a man who loves me more than I love him. I'm here for that though.
Sounds sensible though.
It is sensible. Oh, wimp, but. Brent, what's yours?
Probably two come to mind. One, don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
fact.
good,
That's a
it's good
good one.
advice as well.
That's a
And
very good one.
two, speak up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. But speak up even in the home as well. Because African parents want you to speak outside.
I thought you told me to speak my mind.
This is it.
I told you that.
This
Not
is
to do it to
it.
me.
That's the African upbringing. You speak up, but outside of this place. Come and speak it up in here. What do you think this is?
As I say. Yeah, man.
All right, let's get into headlines.
All right.
But there's no other
Oh,
segments.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Is this and then the reaction?
This is the first.
Okay, I'll read the first one, yeah. The first section. Okay, all right. So, first headline of today. There's been a deadly shooting in Auckland hours before Women's World Cup. A shooting has left 2 people dead in the centre of Auckland, New Zealand, hours before the city is due to open the FIFA Women's World Cup. 6 other people, including police officers, were injured, and the gunman is also dead after the incident at 7:22 a.m. their time on a construction site in the central business district. Prime Minister Chris Hipkins said the attack was not being seen as an act of terrorism. The tournament will go ahead as planned, he said. The public, he added, could be assured police had neutralised the threat and there was no ongoing risk after the incident on Queen Street. No political or ideological motive for the attack had been identified, the Prime Minister said. The gunman, he said, had been armed with a pump-action shotgun. Mr. Hipkins thanked the brave men and women of the New Zealand police who ran into the gunfire straight into harm's way in order to save the lives of others. These kinds of situations move fast, and the actions of those who risk their lives to save others are nothing short of heroic, he added. According to Auckland Mayor Wayne Brown, all FIFA personnel and football teams are safe and have been accounted for. Our next headline takes us to North Korea. Travis King, the American soldier who fled to North Korea, had been detained for getting into fights in South Korea before he crossed the border. Court documents showed he also damaged a police car and had recently spent time in a detention facility in Seoul. The 23-year-old serviceman had been recently released and was being sent back to the US when he escaped. He joined a tour of this joint security area and fled into North Korea, which has not commented so far. It remains unclear what his intentions were for crossing the border. US authorities have said that he did so willfully of his own violation and expressed concern about his well-being. Private second-class PV2 King's mother, Claudine Gates, told ABC News that she could not imagine her son doing such a thing. He had to be out of his mind, she said. Ms. Gates said she had last heard from this US soldier a few days ago when he told her he would soon be returning to Fort Bliss, his army base in Texas. PV2 King was reportedly investigated for assault in South Korea in September 2022. According to local media, he was suspected of punching a Korean national in a nightclub in Seoul. He was fined 5 million won, which is equivalent to £3,000 or $3,950, for repeatedly kicking the back door of a police car and screamed foul language at the officers trying to apprehend him. Local reports quoting officials said he was released on the 10th of July after serving 2 months in jail on assault charges, but did not elaborate. And our next headline, trigger warning here, ex-minister calls for abortion sentencing guidelines. A former Conservative minister has called for new sentencing guidelines to prevent women being jailed for taking abortion pills after the legal time limit. It comes after the imprisonment of a mother of 3 last month under a 162-year-old law. Dame Maria Miller called for compassion, not punishment. Downing Street has previously said there are no plans to change abortion laws or sentencing guidelines. Dame Maria, a former Equalities Minister...
Sorry, Esther.
Dame Maria, a former Equalities Minister, presented her bill to Parliament using a 10-minute rule motion, which allows backbench MPs 10 minutes to outline their proposals. She told MPs that judges are reliant on Victorian legislation without modern sentencing guidance. The MP for Basingstoke said the reason the law was originally introduced was to try and prevent women dying during backstreet abortions. However, Labour MP for Walthamstow, Stella Creasy, said the 1861 Act should be scrapped altogether. She told MPs the bill could actually end up making things worse by normalising the criminalisation of women over abortion. Ms. Creasy said no sensible modern law could be based on the 1861 Act, which she said also criminalises obstructing a clergyman, and highlighted concerns around women being investigated for a healthcare decision. Ms. Creasy did not take the issue to a vote, meaning the bill passed its first stage with cross-party support, including from the Commons' longest-serving male and female MPs, known as the mother and father of the House, Labour's Harriet Herman and Tory Sir Peter Bottomley. However, the bill was unlikely to make further progress in its current form without government support. Are you going to put the screen up again?
What?
Because you know the things that the tickets at the bottom.
Yes.
So you need to change, don't
I'm
you?
going to change them now. Yeah. No, but you can keep.
Oh.
You can continue. I'll just do whilst
Okay.
you're talking.
All right, lovely. Our next headlines takes us to Tunisia.
Oh, is that what you meant?
That's
You're
what I
talking about.
All right, let's pay some bills. But before that, let's go to Tunisia. So, International Campaign Group Human Rights Watch, HRW, has accused Tunisian security agents of committing serious abuses against Black African migrants attempting to get to Europe. The campaign group said it had interviewed more than 20 migrants and asylum seekers since March. 7 were among more than 1,000 Black Africans expelled or forcibly transferred by the Tunisian authorities to the country's desert border regions with Libya and Algeria this month. President Kais Saied has accused the migrants of violence and changing the country's demographic makeup. HRW wants the European Union to withhold funding that was to be used to return the migrants home. Our next headline, still in Africa, trigger warning here. There's 2 dead in Kenya anti-government protests. 2 people were killed on Wednesday in clashes between police and protesters in the Kenyan city of Kisumu. Tear gas has also been fired in the capital, Nairobi, and the coastal city of Mombasa at those protesting over the high cost of living. Several people were injured after being shot as police battled protesters. Kenya has closed schools in the country's 2 main cities as a 3-day opposition protest kicked off with demonstrators confronting the police. Many businesses have remained shut over fears of looting, with people scared of getting caught in violent clashes. Last week, at least 14 people died in protests. 10 were shot dead by police. Yikes. The police chief has said the protests are a threat to national security and has deployed riot officers across the country. In some towns, including Nairobi and Nakuru, in the Rift Valley, protesters have barricaded roads and been hurling stones at police. Security officers assigned to Ngina Kenyatta, widow of Kenya's first president, have also been reportedly withdrawn. She's also the mother of ex-president Uhuru Kenyatta, who is an ally for Mr. Odinga and who has been accused by the government of funding the protests. Our last headline for today. This is about Jason Aldean, the US country star denies new music video in pro-lynching. A US country star has denied claims his new music video is an anti-Black Lives Matter anthem that promotes vigilante gun violence. Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town was pulled off air on Monday by country music television days after its release. On Twitter, Aldean, who's age 46, rejected the criticism, calling it meritless and dangerous. Another country star, Sheryl Crow, accused Aldean of promoting violence. The song was released in May, but the video came out last Friday and quickly began to draw a backlash. The 3-minute production features clips of masked protesters, Molotov cocktails, and a burning American flag, as well as CCTV of robberies. Well, try that in a small town, see how far you make it down the road, Aldean sings. The lyrics also refer to a gun that my granddad gave me and communities full of good old boys raised upright. The video was filmed in front of a courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee. Critics noted that a white mob lynched a young black man, Henry Choate, from that building in 1927. But Aldean said on Twitter on Tuesday that the song has nothing to do with race and is instead a celebration of small town values. That's wild. That's it for today. Let's get into the reaction. Oh no, there's another set of headlines.
Damn.
No,
Listen,
yeah. All right. Our last set of headlines for today. So 4 have been arrested over Celtic coin theft. 4 people have been arrested in Germany over the theft of a hoard of Celtic gold coins worth about 1.6 million euros. Hundreds of coins were taken from a museum in Manchen, Bavaria, during a night raid in November. Many of them dated from around the 1st century BC. The arrests were made on Tuesday during a search operation in the northern states of Mecklenburg, Western Pomerania. Bavaria's Interior Minister, Joachim Herrmann, said the suspects were professional burglars. Oh, duh. The coins were unearthed during a 1999 archaeological dig near Manchen, considered to be the biggest discovery of Celtic gold in the 20th century. They had been on display since 2006. The authorities had been exploring whether the theft involved organized crime and was linked to previous raids. In 2017, a hefty gold coin weighing 100 kilograms was snatched from the Berlin Museum. 2 years later, thieves took 21 pieces of jewelry and other valuables in a dramatic diamond heist at Dresden's Green Vault Museum that was caught on CCTV. The loss of the coins devastated the museum and the wider community. I hope someone makes a Netflix documentary about that. All right, and our next headline takes us to Spain. Venezuela's former head of military intelligence, Hugo Carvajal, is on his way to the United States where he faces charges of drug trafficking. Mr. Carvajal, was a close ally of the late Venezuelan president, Hugo Chavez, and is thought to hold key information about his government and that of Chavez's successor, Nicolas Maduro. The former spy chief fled Venezuela after he turned against Mr. Maduro. He was extradited from Spain, where he has spent years in hiding. Prosecutors accused the 63-year-old of having used his position as chief of military intelligence to protect shipments of cocaine from Venezuela bound for the US. He also allegedly provided weapons for the FARC, a Colombian Marxist rebel group, which reportedly has camps in neighboring Venezuela. He is accused of forming part of a drug smuggling organization dubbed the Cartel of the Suns, which prosecutors say is made up of high-ranking members of the Venezuelan military. Mr. Carvajal has denied any wrongdoing and waged a long and ultimately unsuccessful legal battle against his extradition to the US. And our last headline for today, trigger warning here, a driver who killed a pregnant woman has been jailed. A driver who filmed himself speeding at 123 miles per hour before hitting and killing a pregnant mother of 2, has been jailed for 12 years. Adil Iqbal admitted causing the death of Frankie Jules Ho, who's age 38, by dangerous driving on the M66 in Bury, Greater Manchester on the 13th of May. The 22-year-old also admitted causing serious injury to her son, aged 9, and nephew, aged 4. Miss Jules had pulled over on the hard shoulder with a tyre puncture with her 2 sons and nephew in the car. She was making a call to say she would be late when she let out a blood-curdling scream, the court heard. She was 17 weeks pregnant with her first daughter, Neve, and suffered unsurvivable brain injuries. They both died 2 days later in hospital, surrounded by family, with Miss Jules having never regained consciousness. Her son and nephew were left in a coma, suffering serious brain injuries with their long-term outcomes remaining uncertain, the court heard. The court was told Iqbal had been convicted of driving without insurance in 2019 and in December 2021, posted a video to Facebook after filming himself speeding in a Lamborghini Huracan in Dubai. 2 months before his M66 crash, he was given a warning by police after being stopped while racing an Audi on public roads. Passing sentence, Judge Maurice Green told him she was killed as a result of the most indescribable reckless driving by you, Adil Iqbal, leading to the devastation of a family. He was also banned from driving for 14 years. Let's pay some more bills. Let's get into reaction.
All right, welcome to the reaction. We'll read some of these sports headlines. suppose I could just read the headlines and then we can talk about them as I go along. So cool. Our first sports headline is Liverpool reach a 12 million agreement from Steven Gerrard's Ettifaq for the club captain Jordan Henderson. Liverpool have reached an agreement with Saudi Pro League side over the 12 million sale of captain Jordan Henderson. The deal has been agreed between the two clubs, paving the way for the 33-year-old England international to secure his move to Saudi Arabia, though he has not yet to agree to personal terms. Henderson assessed how significant his on-pitch role would be at Liverpool moving forward and how switching to Al Ettifaq could impede his international future ahead of the European Championships next summer before signalling his intention to move. Henderson has made 491 appearances since signing for Liverpool from Sunderland for 20 million in 2011 and skippered the side to the Premier League title and the Champions League. He has also won the FA Cup and 2 League Cups. Last week, the England LGBT plus supporters group criticised Henderson as rumours of a move to Saudi Arabia circulated, with the midfielder having been a very vocal ally of the LGBT plus community in football. They're saying he ain't agreed personal terms yet, but I keep seeing the 700 bags going around.
Yeah. I think I saw a report that it was essentially done. Not as in official, but it was near enough done.
It's basically done, yeah. It's done. I don't know why it's saying no personal terms there, because I keep seeing 700 bags. I think them Saudis are they're gonna throw money into this and it's not gonna run out. Yeah, I think this might have been a misstep.
Or you mean the Henderson signing? You mean this particular signing?
Yeah. To give, obviously it's not official yet, it's not come out, but if it does turn out that they're giving Jordan Henderson 700 bags a week, use that miles off it, because what's he? How old is he? 33. A 33-year-old midfielder. That's not like some dynamo or something like that. He's not going to give you bare goals and bare assists. Like the type of player he is, if you've got 700 bags for Jordan Henderson at 33, if you want anybody better than him, the kind of money you're going to have to give is ridiculous.
Did it say how long the contract's for?
No, I haven't seen. It's probably 2 years or something like that. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
No, I doubt it's anything more than 2. I would hope it's 1, to be fair, but.
Like for him, I don't begrudge anybody that's going Saudi. Go and get your money. Go and get your money. I don't care whether you got enough of it already. Go and get it. That 700 bags a week. I ain't gonna turn that 700 bags a week.
I saw a report that Mitrovic said he'll never play for Fulham again because they are basically blocking the move to Saudi.
I'll get to that in our third headline.
Oh, that another headline. No, I got my own little notes here, bro.
Oh no, we can just talk about that because I see it. I'll read it out quickly so then they can think we can get into it. Oh shit! Sorry, it's gone all the way to the top. No.
Brent, can you prep that thing I sent you?
Yeah, it's
cool.
So it says Aleksandar Mitrovic reluctantly joins Fulham's pre-season tour. Aleksandar Mitrovic has told relatives he will never play for Fulham again after the club valued him at around 52 million. The price that has been quoted to agents is likely to put off interested clubs. Mitrovic, who was considering staying away from the club tour of America, has now been convinced by agent Zahavi and the PFA representatives to join the squad as they depart for the United States on Thursday. However, it is understood Mitrovic is angry at being priced out of a move, having been the subject of 2 failed bids from Al Hilal. Mitrovic's agent has earned Tony Khan to lower his value to somewhere between 35 and 45 million. It gives Marco Silva an issue on tour with an unhappy striker in the squad as doubts now emerge over Mitrovic's willingness to play in the opening game of the Premier League at Everton on August the 12th. Yeah, I don't know if they're pricing him out. I think it's just because it's Saudi Arabia and they got money and it's like, you're going to take our top scorer, you need to give us something.
Yeah, of course.
Because I see them, even with the 25 that they're offering for St. Maxim, I'm thinking that's a bit low.
That's a bit low.
Isn't it?
That's a bit low.
Do you think Fulham are within their rights to make him 52 million or are they mugging him?
For Mitrovic?
Yeah.
I think that's definitely Saudi tax on top of that.
Yeah, of course, because it wouldn't be for anywhere else.
Yeah.
But there's a Saudi, he would have went Saudi. Saudi are looking at, he wants to leave, he wants to go and get that payday. I think he would have went.
Yeah, I think they're trying to price him out. But the way I see football is if you got a player who's unhappy, who doesn't want to be there, who's made it clear doesn't want to be there, let him go. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, but then you got to get your money's worth, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying let him go for 10 million. I'm just saying the fact that he's declared he's not going to play for you again, now it makes it kind of contentious. Now you're going to kind of have to get rid of him. So hopefully...
40 sounds about fair. with
for him.
with the Saudis.
Yeah.
And for him, 40 sounds about fair.
The thing is, as much as the Saudis have been throwing money at certain players, I heard they're actually trying not to be taken for mugs. That's what I read.
Okay.
Because if you look at the Pepe situation, apparently they came in for him, but the offer they gave Arsenal was low. I don't know the figures, but the report I heard off the back of that was, even though they have been, splashing out, they don't want to be taken for mugs, where people are going to inflate their prices because it's Saudi, right? So that might be what they're doing.
I can't think of no scenario where they particularly paid over the odds. Because remember, Liverpool wanted 20 for Henderson. They were like, nah.
Yeah.
In the end, what did they initially get? 12. I don't know if there's add-ons or whatever, but they initially got 12. So, yeah, I hear you. I mean,
but the list is getting long though of players that are going over there.
More players are going to go, man.
So far, obviously, Ronaldo went last year. Benzema, Kante, Neves, Jota, Milinkovic, Savic. Firmino's gone. Fofana, Koulibaly, Mendy, Mahrez, Alex Telles, Maximin might go. Pending, Fabinho, Malcolm, the Brazilian Malcolm, Luis Diaz, Henderson. It's getting long, man.
Trust me, they'll do it, man. It's not like China, man. It's not like China. They got the money to keep going, and they're gonna keep plowing into it because their sports thing hasn't stopped. They're just moving over to tennis now. They got golf. They're doing they're not gonna stop in it. Yeah. I'm not saying it's necessarily gonna work or like make the league super competitive and turn it into a top league or whatever. But I honestly don't believe they ain't going nowhere. Like they ain't going nowhere. Like
they ain't. I don't see it becoming a top league in any time soon. I'm still seeing it as a league where you're gonna go either to retire or just to get.
It'll be a doper retirement home.
It'll
be a doper retirement home to MLS than MLS in my mind, because obviously it depends what city you go to.
It depends.
If you're in Miami and all that, all right, straight. But it's like I don't know. Everything I see about Saudi is just luxury, bro.
It's luxury.
And bread and that.
Like, luxury. But remember,
if you're gonna go and wind down, why not?
No, I hear it, especially if you're Muslim, because a lot of these players are Muslim. Not a lot, but there's a considerable amount of players.
Mane could potentially go over there.
Who?
Mane.
Yeah. I see that happening too.
That's a big scalp as well.
Yeah, I see that happening too. Aubameyang's confirmed to Marseille. I thought he would go to Saudi, to be fair, but I think some players still feel like they've got some legs in them, innit? Newcastle just agreed a deal for Harvey Barnes from Leicester.
Yep, 38 million.
That's been done.
That's a good move for them.
Yeah.
Harvey Barnes is cold, man. Before he got injured. Before he got injured, Harvey Barnes is cold. They'll be pretty direct with Harvey Barnes and Gordon.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, you get me?
And then there was a few pre-season games that happened yesterday. Arsenal beat the MLS All-Stars 5-0. Chelsea beat Wrexham 5-0. Liverpool beat, I don't know who this team is, 4-2. What's his team? KSC? I know it's KSC, but I don't know what it stands for.
No clue.
Yeah, well, I'll go with KSC for now. Liverpool beat KSC 4-2. You want to talk about the
United beat Lyon 1-0. Come on.
I didn't. No, I ain't got that here. I didn't see that game.
It was a decent game, you know.
It was a decent game, yeah.
Yeah, they started off. Pretty good. They looked alright. They should have scored more, but
yeah. Do you want to talk about the Havertz thing? So there was a skills challenge yesterday or day before yesterday, and there's a cross and volley challenge. And Havertz missed every single attempt, and now he is the only player in the MLS All-Star Weekend history who's never converted, never scored from that challenge.
There's another bit where he's doing touches as well. That was one of volley. There's another bit where it looks like
he looked like he didn't care. His body language like, I don't care about this. Very lethargic, very lapsadaisical.
Yeah, obviously people are going to use it and chat shit. I don't think it speaks to his ability at all, because obviously he can definitely always do better than that, innit?
Nah, look at his ability.
Look, he did, like I said to you, he didn't score. He's the only person who didn't hit the target, but in the game he hit the volley.
Yeah, he scored the volley.
He scored the volley. You get me? Just to show you, he's not like, yo, know yourself. You get me? It's just. I think, like I said, it just spoke to like a lack of pride, man. Like he knows that he's been watched this in public.
Lack of pride or too much pride?
Lack of it, man. He ain't got enough pride.
No, as in his ego was like, I'm too good to give effort here.
I don't know. That don't work. He's doing it in public, yeah? People are watching it. It's being filmed. You know what it's like in this internet age, yeah? Just show a bit of pride, bro. Just show a bit of pride and just apply yourself. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, just apply yourself properly. Show a bit of pride. He didn't care, innit?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Clearly he didn't care.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it speaks to me to a lack of pride. He just didn't care. He just mailed it in, and it was like, okay, cool, whatever. Maybe he wasn't thinking, but them videos ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
them videos ain't going nowhere, and hopefully he has a good season. But if he don't, every time he messes up, them videos are going to resurface.
I hope not.
Compilations of them joints. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. What's your thoughts about the Arsenal third kit? There's been a lot of controversy around it.
The zebra looking one.
Yeah. it's ugly, but it's grown on me, you know? Because you know what it is? I've always liked luminous yellow. And the blue as well, the blue accents I kind of like. It's growing on me. Every time I see it, I'm like, I couldn't rock this, but I think it's all right. But I saw the Man United's third kit.
What, the green one?
And I want to do a comparison. But can you put it up on the screen, please? I want to get a vote and see which is the uglier kit. Because the green one that you guys are dropping...
That's not working. This looks like he's going to a house rave and he's trying to ting. This ain't it.
Fam,
I think
that's bad.
I think
That's bad, you know?
I'm not gonna lie to you, lot. I get where you're coming from. I think this is gonna look good on the telly. Have you noticed that certain kits look good on TV? Do you get what I mean,
Brent, do
though?
it close
See
up.
that when
you ain't deep in the red stripes within the white. You know, that kit is ugly. In the long sleeve is even worse.
Have you not seen kits that look good on TV? You know when the players are when they're small and on the pitch, like they look good on TV. They're up close, maybe not so, but on TV. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've got a feeling this kit's gonna look good on telly. I've got a secret feeling this kit's gonna look
Brent,
good on telly.
Can you vote in the community?
No, because there's too many Arsenal fans in there. Don't do that.
What kit is worse?
You are trying it. This is like vomit. This is like throw up.
I'm feeling it a little bit, you know.
One thing I will say about you got 9 training kits.
Oh yeah. I'm due to get a couple this season.
Training
I'm due
kits.
to get a couple this season.
You've always got dope training kits. I don't understand why Adidas do that because we're Adidas as well.
Yeah.
And Adidas always give us some funky colours and mix it. Like the one that we got now is like it's like white. The bottom of the arms are black.
Yeah.
The stripes are red and there's green there. And it's like,
Yeah.
what are you not doing? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Why are you not doing this stuff for? But you've always got cold ones.
We do. I'm pissed I missed out on last season's away kit, man. The black one, man. I slept on it and I didn't get it on time and then sold
You
out.
do usually have good kits. I think you got it wrong there. What's this, Brent? Where are we going?
I saw somebody adjust this kit.
Oh, is it?
Yesterday, and
To be fair, that should be the third kit,
it
though.
popped.
I said it popped.
Brent, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Google Arsenal's third kit.
I want to see.
Please.
I want to see a highlight of the game because does it look better? Does that kit look better on the pitch, Brent? Do you get what I mean?
What kit? Your kit?
No, this kit here, that third kit
Yeah,
here.
Brent. Go up. That green one up. Yeah, no, down. Yeah, there. That's Arsenal's third kit. That should be the away kit. It's way better than the away kit, no?
That looks alright. It looks like a goalie top.
I think if you see a picture of it, you'll get a better sense of it. This video is a bit whatever. But
No, this looks good.
you think?
Yeah. Me find the picture.
That's you know what it is? There's a lot going on there. It's not nice, is it?
Oh, shit.
No, I hear you. I think it's ugly, but it's growing on me. Every time I see it, I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what made United go with that verse for the green joint though.
But yeah, that green joint's hideous. But I saw the goals from yesterday though.
Good.
Nice one, yeah. Jesus scored a chip. Havertz scored a volley. Trossard scored a screamer. I didn't see. Oh, Jorginho done one of his famous penalties, his first penalty for Arsenal. And then the other goal was who was the other goal, Brent?
Martinelli.
I don't think this is, I'm gonna make this work. You know, I don't think this is as bad as you.
This can work.
I'm gonna make this work. I promise you, I'm gonna make this kit work. I don't think it's as horrible as you are saying. It's weird. It is weird. It's
I don't see
weird.
United when I see it.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? It don't look like United. It's weird. Like, don't get me
I
wrong.
look at that kit and I think of an allotment. You know what I mean? An allotment. That's what.
It looks better here than it did with
Yeah.
Luke Shaw sitting on it.
Yeah.
To be fair to you,
I think the long sleeve is definitely worse though because the long sleeve is terrible.
yeah, that does look yucky.
This looked like he was in the age of Anne Frank.
I'm gonna make it work though, man. We'll see who wins the battle of the kits. I think United will come out on top. You get me? We've had some decent kits over the years. Huh?
I doubt that.
I don't know, man. That one's not nice. You know that use it as the Illumina-sick one. It's not. It's not nice. But yeah, wait there. Let me see if we got any more sports headlines to read. I'm sure there's at least one more. Oh, it's gone.
Apparently, those black lines represent the map of Islington.
Is it?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that stinks. That kit is terrible. That is horrible.
Represent the map of Islington and all the routes that players take to get to the Emirates.
Yeah, that is horrid. That is horrid.
That's basically the story.
That's a bad kit. I'm so sorry, man. That is bad. Okay, in our last sports headline, it says Conor Benn removed from WBC World Rankings. So Conor Benn no longer finds himself in the WBC welterweight rankings, leaving him off the list of all 4 major sanctioning bodies. The undefeated welterweight was briefly removed from the rankings early in 2022 for not taking part in the WBC's mandatory clean boxing program. He was reinstated when he signed up, only to be removed again later in the year following news of his failed doping test for clopamine. one which was taken through the CBP in association with the VADA. After a well-publicised hearing this year, Benn, who has maintained his innocence throughout, was reinstated into the rankings when the sanctioning body found no conclusive evidence that he had doped intentionally. They instead said that a highly elevated consumption of eggs could be a reasonable explanation for the failed test. This was something that at the time Benn disputed. He has been inactive, but that's certainly not been a reason to drop out of the sanctioning body's top 40 in the past. There's also the idea that he may return in a different weight class, but again, there would be no past evidence to suggest he would be removed from the 147-pound set before the fact. The update comes as Benn's hearing with his country's anti-doping agency, UKAD, looks set to reach its conclusion. And that is the end of our headlines. Let's get... Oh, he's got one for me. Let's get to Out Ere. But let's get it in right now. Okay, cool. So today's Out Ere. Is he doing the woman? Hey man, you're being unfair. I've always, not always wanted to, but you know, like recently, especially with the cost of living, I've always flirted. I want to flirt with see how the other side live. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I want to be a kept man. Get me? I've put the
That's
feelers.
a word, boy.
I put the feelers out there. No one hasn't come through yet. I need a broad with some real money. You get what I'm trying to say? To come take care of a brother. To come to you get me? You get what I'm trying to say? Oh, where do you find these idiots? So basically, there's a woman out there, yeah. She's been sent to jail. Manjeet Singh, yeah. She has been sent to prison, yeah, because she has been basically stealing from her employer, yeah. Her solicitor employer. She stole £1 million round pounds from them. Great British pounds. Do you
That's
know?
wild.
Do you know what she done with this money, Esther?
Bare been started a business, owned homes. I need something. I hope she created a bigger bag.
She gave it to a man. She gave it to a man. She gave it to a man that she met on a dating app. Now, these bastards ain't telling me what dating app because I need to know where.
This is what's happening on
Yeah,
them.
I need to know if there's fools like this on there.
Heck, I need to know.
And also, I need to change my market as well. 60-year-old Asian women wasn't what I was looking at, but, you know, maybe that's where you need
to be at.
Brother, she gave this youth peas, and I don't think she's met him, and then he's disappeared. This is what she done, yeah? There's been 8 transactions, yeah? So she bought this brother. She's feeling this brother. He's told her he's got financial trouble or whatever. So she decided to help him out. So she's in control of the accounts for a company. And she moves between clients and the business accounts and whatnot. The boss only found out because he went to check the accounts. He was expecting to see like £1 million in there, and he saw £40,000 in there. He was like, whoa, what's going on? The first transaction she gave this brother was £1,000, yeah? Mm-hmm. She sent him £1,000 on September 23rd, and then another £5,000 on the September 21st. So she sent him $6,000. So he was
testing the waters.
That was a good day for him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm sure he loved this woman.
Of course.
And then the next day, after she sent him £6,000,
Can't be a jump.
she sent him £14,200.
That's a big jump.
I want to know what problems this guy told her he had. I want to read straight from the book. Like, I just need to know. I just need to know. Like, you sent me 6 racks today, and tomorrow I need 14. What am I doing?
You send it though. You can need whatever you need, but she sent it.
She's a good woman.
Hate to see it.
You get me? And therefore, after that, yeah, so that was on the 23rd and the 24th. On the 27th of September, she sent him £47,000. Yeah. On the 29th of September, she sent him £87,000.
You know, these are all like 2-3 days into
Yes,
this.
and then on the 30th of September, she sent him £155,000. The transactions finally rose to $388,000 on the October 4th and 260 bags on October 5th, bringing the total to £900,000. £958,180. Now listen. Wait, Brent, put a picture up quickly so the man them know what to look out for.
Okay.
Because if you see something that fits this mold, and go to this one as well, Brent. Look. If you see someone that fits this MO,
You might get in there.
you might
while
want to
you
get
can.
you might want to get in there while you can and do it, because I just don't know. I believe she hasn't met this man. This guy is.
Is he Nigerian? I hope he's not.
I'm trying to get some more information on him. I didn't get through to the story because obviously we was too caught up in talking about marriage and stuff. So I haven't even had a chance to like proper proofread the story to understand where it's going. But I just know he done his thing. Yeah, look at her. Look at her. That's brother. I know you, man.
She
Man, them. I
looks
know
like
you would
a
walk past it.
vixen,
I know you're gonna swipe. Which way do you go on Tinder? Left if you don't like it.
I don't know.
Is it
Good
left?
answer. I think it's left.
Is it?
No, yeah.
You know that was. Nigga, I don't know.
Because had you answered so quickly,
I don't know.
yeah, you swipe left.
I know you would see this as swipe left. But I'm just gonna tell the man them just concentrate sometimes. Just take heed.
Take it right.
No, explore in it. Because if you don't fuck around, how are you gonna find out?
You will not find out.
You will not find out if you don't fuck around. That's what I'm saying.
And she looks so sad. I feel bad for her.
Is this a prison shot? Is this not a mug shot?
She can't go to prison.
She's in prison.
Oh,
She took £1 million from her player. Wait, let me make sure before I read the story right, because she is in prison.
I hope she at least got like 2 years or something. Because she looks like a victim.
She has been jailed for 2 years.
2 years, that's okay. She can do that.
She's been jailed for 2 years.
She'll be out in a year's time. She'll be out by Christmas.
Yeah. So she's done
$1
it.
million. Does she have to pay that back?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, there she is worked up. Oh, okay, girl. It's your bad self. I can imagine her profile, her buttons are
lumberjack
down a
shirt
little
and
bit. There's
that,
a bit of cleavage in that.
Pandem, if you see it, swipe
Okay,
right.
girl. I'll be honest here. She actually looks pretty there. She can get a good swiping of the rights in that picture. That must have been when they got her. When she got.
Yeah.
She looked rough.
I'm just saying, man, sometimes you got to change your market. You got to look into it, because I don't know. How did some, oh my God, Christmas flow.
That's a Christmas flower. Looks Albanian. Why you laughing so much?
Is the last name Singh?
Yes.
Oh,
You
that
try
thing.
the best to look white, innit?
Well, you know there's a caste system
Yeah,
over
she's
there.
Albanian, yeah.
That stance is funny though.
I don't know why she's standing like
Yeah.
that.
They're more of a...
But she's standing like someone that will give someone give a man £1 million.
Got the shoes as well.
I'm gonna
Stop
top
giving men money. Gosh, how many times must you be told? Stop giving men money.
Where are y'all at, man?
I might need some money. I might need to. What app? I didn't say the app. They don't really have order
No,
for
they're
that.
hating, man.
I would have been on there looking for the Mo equivalents of her.
I'd be praying, man. I'd be hoping to find. Seeking.
Crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, nah.
And the guy's just out, just living his life.
He disappeared on her. He's gone.
I hope he at least watches TDA. He will know that, he's not gonna care.
He deleted his profile. Our friend Ema wants me to give her a Out Ere.
She's denying there. Any woman that gives men money,
Don't spread
I'd
that
deny
narrative.
it.
Don't spread that narrative on this show.
I'll do whatever I want to do, and I've said it. I will say it. Any woman, deny is not just for her. Any woman that gives men money, you're denying.
If you can't afford it,
You're denying.
yeah, gal that give money, gal that give man
can't
money
afford
and
it,
can't
though.
afford it. I hear that, but if they,
Yeah. Okay.
you know what I'm trying to say, the ones that can afford it, let them live.
If
please.
you live a life of taking care of men, spoiling men, that's fine. But if you're stealing to take the money, or you're gonna give the man money, you're gonna come online and then you got to start calling Oliwa Blanco to help you get the money back, you're denying.
Gal are taking out loans to give to man.
That's wild.
that they got to pay back with
Yeah, there's
interest.
a lot of girls that do that. Yeah. There's a lot. Back in the day, there was a whole phone contracts thing.
Yeah.
Where guys would take phone contracts out in the girls' names.
Oh,
and then
girls are
the
still
have to do that. And cars
taking
and
out
stuff.
cars in their names for man and that.
I couldn't take a Tic Tac out in a man's name. Are you kidding me? No. I've given men money before though. Never again. So
How
when I
much?
say
How
don't
much?
give men money,
How much?
not thousands,
How much?
not hundreds.
Oh, okay.
Didn't even need it.
That's what they say they did, didn't they?
Did you get it
They
back?
always need it. No, some of them I did not get back.
You know,
Is
goddamn
it?
well, shouldn't get that.
Was it
But
man
when
you
I
were-
give you the money,
was it man you were seeing, or was it like a?
I was seeing him.
So when you asked for it back, what happened?
No, so he said he was gonna give it back to me on this date.
Yeah.
But I find it awkward to ask back for my money.
Okay.
Now today I will ask
Yeah.
back for my money.
So you
but
didn't ask.
I didn't ask. He didn't say
him,
nothing. I said all right.
Did he act right though? After he gave you the money, was it just like top tier slammings all the time?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, forget.
Wait, so when you
I
guys
just did a whole
so-
ad to get married.
when you guys parted ways, he didn't say, "Oh yeah, by
No,
the
do
way,
you know how many
here's the money,
shameless
here's the
men
money,
out
here's the
there?
money I owe you."
Nah, there's a lot of shameless men out there.
That's nasty, man.
It's horrible. I'm not with him. I do think it's okay. I don't want to say that. Actually, I'm not say that.
I'd
Yeah.
give a woman money.
Yeah, that's different though. It's double standards. It's one of double standards patriarchy sets. So you guys got to sit in that. I feel like if it was my partner,
As in my partner.
Yeah, my partner, I could give him money. Because we're together, innit? It's a household, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But this wasn't somebody that was my partner.
Yeah.
This was someone that was down bad, and I loaned them the money, and they just didn't pay back. I said, all right.
I find
No, but he was still somebody that you were like connected to, right? When you
Yeah.
say down bad, it's like it's not a stranger you gave this money to. You're
That
in
wasn't a
some
stranger.
form of relationship.
Yeah, but
Then that's fine. I'll do the same thing.
yeah, but he didn't give it
Yeah,
back.
but you give it back.
Obviously, that's the part that is bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I have no problem giving anyone
if
money.
you felt as though you weren't going to get it back, I don't think you would have given it to him unless it is you're like, either which way I could lose this money.
I
Here
would
you
have.
go.
Because my thing, if you're down bad, I give money to strangers. Like, if you're down bad, then I will help you if I'm able to. And so for me, it wasn't a thing of like, you got to pay him back. It was a thing of this person needed money because they needed it.
I would have no qualms borrowing money off a girl because I would have every intention to give it back. I think it's people who's got ulterior motives and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You
But that's
definitely
what you know what I'm trying to say.
Also, why don't people ever just want to say, "Can I have the money," rather than "Can I
Yeah.
borrow the
Borrow
money"?
it. Oh, yeah,
Because you know
yeah.
you
Right?
can't pay. You know you
Can I-
don't
can I
have the
just
means to pay
have it?
back.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Why does it
yeah.
always have to be borrow?
That's cheeky though.
That is.
It's cheeky, but at least it's honest. At least you're not going to be running
No, but
around.
But some people ask you, like, some people ask you, like, "Oh, borrow me £500," and you look at them, and you know they ain't 500. Like,
Not
they
good for it.
okay. If I, they ain't good for it. So if I
Yeah.
give it to them,
It's as good as God.
the expectation is stupid anyway.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? That so you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
and it's like I said, it's cheeky. Sometimes it's embarrassing. It's just like an etiquette. It's what we do. Like I'm saying, borrow it.
But
to
you know
me.
what it is, though?
You know, goddamn well I ain't got this
No, but
to
you know
give
what
back
it
to you.
is,
Where the hell am I gonna get it from?
Yeah.
But I'm with Yusuf on that though. 'Cause I feel like if, say for example, like I know that you're not working at the moment and
Yeah.
whatever. If you say to me, "Can I have the money?" I don't think that's cheeky.
I'd rather that than say
rather
I can
that.
borrow it to you. Now I've got to be asking you where the
It's
money
just
is.
awkward
chasing
now,
you
like,
where
it's
the money
just
is. Long,
silly.
man. Just say I need this money. I don't know if listen, I just need it, man. Cool,
You know
man.
what? I'm gonna run a social experiment. I'm gonna go on the apps, set the age to a certain age, and I'll let you guys know if we have money.
I think they
TD did it on me.
they frame it like that because they feel that's the best opportunity for them to get the money.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they do.
So they have to basically
Alone,
juice it up
innit?
a bit.
Yeah.
But if you've come to me and you're saying, look, I don't have this money, I need this money, I'm not gonna give you back this money. Would you give me the money?
Depends on the
Depends
amount.
on what it is at the need for.
No, it depends on the amount.
I think you could frame it
Probably
like, look, yeah, look, I need money. I'm down bad, yeah, and I don't
In
know
exchange for
when.
services.
No, I don't know that, but I'm saying I don't know
excuse
when.
me.
It's look, I don't know when
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to give this back to you. If I'm
Yeah.
honest with you, I
Yeah.
don't know when I'm gonna be able to give it back to
Yeah.
you, but I need it. Does that work?
I don't know when I
Yeah.
can get back to. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then I'm not gonna feel
not
any
expect-
type
yeah.
of like pressure to get it back from you. Or when I see you, it's like awkward. Like, okay, should I ask for my money
So
now?
the,
Yeah,
the-
exactly,
The
yeah.
intention is to pay it back, but I'm just being honest with you. I don't know when I'm gonna be right.
But you know, I'll
to
be
give
honest
this
with
to
Yeah.
you. That if you tell me that, in my mind, I may or may not get it back, but I'm not saying my heart on it at all.
Yeah.
If you say to me, end of the month, I'm going to give it back to you, the month only has one end.
Yeah.
And now we're on the 10th of August. So,
And that only works with the amount of money that I can live without.
yes, exactly.
How about an exchange of services?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. After you borrow the money, I make sure the slammers is good. That's what the man them know. The man them know ain't getting it back, but he's
Yeah,
cooking
but-
you up
Yeah, but
every night.
No, but you're cooking up anyway, right?
No, but I'm not more now. There's pressure. There's more pressure. There's more pressure. I'm cooking it out proper. I'm eating ass.
ew. Now we're doing things that you didn't
On
even think we were
demand.
going to do.
Yeah, I'm doing things I'm not even
That
feeling.
wasn't up before.
I'm doing things I don't even like. You get what I'm trying to say?
Wait a minute. This is the cheeky part because you're gonna always let her feel as though you still have credit.
So when she asks for money, you're going to be like, yeah, but I ate your ass though. Is that your vibe?
So yeah, that was about £1,000 worth of slamming
He
there.
said, yep, and that's that done.
£1,000 worth of family.
Yeah.
Are you
That
crazy,
is that
baby?
done.
The going rate's £200 an hour. Get done. Gave you like 24 hours.
To be honest, they're posting up clarity. It's not money, man.
Oh no, man! I need one of these old witches that's got money, man, like proper money again. Because I don't want to take nothing off no one that's working hard for it and ain't got it like that in abundance. I want someone that's got it. I want to be able to. I want to live frivolously, not frivolously. Frivolously, is that it?
Yeah, frivolous, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna conduct a social experiment.
Let's find one of these
I'm
old
actually
witches,
gonna do it.
man.
But yeah, like you said, someone that's got it in abundance.
Yeah, they got it. I
don't
don't
wanna-
want to. I don't want to take advantage.
Yeah, but I don't
want
wanna give any
working
sugar.
hard for it. Huh?
I don't want to give any sugar. I have no sugar to give. I'll be a sugar baby now, heartbeat, but I am giving no sugar.
Sugar cane.
I can text you, that's about it. But I'm not like, no, ew.
Oh God.
Let's
Well,
see.
I'm giving her a done at her reluctantly because, but if any,
But she didn't have it though. She stole. She's not one of the people
That's
that
true,
you
she
that you
stole.
think are fine. She
no,
stole.
but then it weren't her money as well, so I don't mind
It's
that.
£1 million.
Yeah, if it weren't her money, I don't mind that. So she's
but now- no, but-
facilitating.
no, but
so
think about it
I
though.
could work with that. If you got a company and you got access to the accounts and you want to give me $1 million, I'm on that.
You guys are doing the HR ladies. But you know what's mad though? Because what kind of company was it? It was a small company. Because they
It's-
noticed the money was gone, you know.
Solicitors.
They went into their account and they saw there was 40k there. So people are not getting salaries now because you wanted to act the fool for a man. She's definitely done here. Definitely is, man. That's
All
so
right,
funny.
cool. Well, she's done at her anyway, man. But yeah, be searching. Let's get into our
She has to be
outro.
on the hunt. That'd be lit, actually. All right, people. Thank you. I mean, you didn't even know we were here, so I guess yeah. But can you like the video, please? Please like the video. If you believe in keeping rings when engagements break up, like the video. If you don't believe in that, show me how much you really don't believe in it by liking the video. Drop this in your group chats, do all that great stuff. Like, share, everything. Follow us on social media platforms as well. The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you have dilemmas to send, let us know. The number is 075 64841073. Also, let us have some updates, some people that, you know, we've given some good advice to in the past. Let us know what's going on. The woman we had earlier this week, the long distance babe.
Okay.
Actually, it's too soon for her to make a
Updates should be
decision.
an obligation,
yeah,
man.
for real, yeah.
Hey,
It should
they
be an
just leave
actual
us.
obligation.
I lie.
They just
You know what I
leave
mean?
us.
Leaving all these stories open-ended.
Open-ended.
Something I'll be thinking about.
Remember the guy whose mum, what's it called, stole his money?
Yeah.
I want to know how that situation is. Are you still in the house?
What
Are
was-
you
I
not in
missed-
the
I missed that
house?
one, boy.
Do you fight your dad? What happened? That's no, man. If you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.